Welcome back to Forgotten World Adventures, where a whole bunch of my nerdy friends and me get together and we play Dungeons and Dragons. Last time we left off, the group was making their way out towards a nasty monster that had been holding some people, holding a village ransom, including killing off some of the more prominent defiers of this creature. They've also found out that there's a bit more corruption going on within that city, people taking advantage of that. And they have, you guys recently got up to level 3 in the midst of all that craziness. Let's see, we also currently have a little bit of a party split. I think that Shalia, he ran off towards the... Shalia and Key ran off towards the actual cave of the Minotaur that you guys killed.
How surprising. The party kills a monster and the two rogues suddenly disappear to go look at his lair.
Yeah, exactly. So really quickly, you guys can see we've upgraded a little bit. We got names over the top, our character names over the top of everybody's head.
Ours are underneath, theirs are overhead.
Yeah, okay. So
above, so below.
Names attached with each other. Yeah. Should we just start today? All right.
Yep, that one's right.
Okay. Let's see. We left off. You guys had just run off, and the party. He's showing them how cool it looks.
No, I'm just having a stream.
What?
open.
I'm not easily distracted. You're easily distracted.
I'm a
I don't know what
player.
you're talking about.
Just like last week, I am a player and a techie.
Yeah, our tech guy is out today, so we have to keep track of it a little bit. So don't worry if Nathan Key over there is kind of looking down, looking at his phone. He's really
Also,
he's just tracking some stuff.
Or anything, let me know. I do have an eye in chat. Last week we had a guy let us know there's a frozen camera and help that quite a bit.
Awesome.
Because sometimes I don't notice because it's a small screen.
Yeah, absolutely. Keep us up to date so we can keep things running smooth for you guys. All right, so the two of you ran off. I don't think anyone had noticed it immediately yet.
No, I rolled really high stealth.
Yeah, your stealth was insane. So at this point, no one's exactly noticed. You've got a debt. Yeah, no one's noticed that you ran away. Right, they don't care. That's why. It's not because you're insanely sneaky.
And we also were fighting from the freaking woods while the rest of us were in a little bit of an an actual field.
Oh, you also managed to get your blacksmith's leg broken in the midst of that fight.
Oh yeah, he.
Although it wasn't really you guys doing that. He
He
grabbed the bull by the horns and got tossed. So yeah, it's what
work,
happens. He did decent, yeah. But he's hurt. So, let's see. Where are you guys? What are you guys doing? All of you are there, to my knowledge. Did we? Yeah, we had all of you guys there at this point.
Most of us were actually walking back to the cart because I was dropping the Minotaur head off there.
Well, yeah, you threw the Minotaur head up on the cart. You guys were back at camp.
Yeah.
So you didn't loot the Minotaur body. Yes, you did. You got the keys and stuff off of him.
Yeah, we would definitely need
Yeah.
that body.
He did have a great axe on him.
I might switch to that weapon now.
Okay.
Great axe, two-handed?
Yeah, it's two-handed D12.
With the magic on it, as I recall. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can make an argument for that, but you know what? I got a lance.
If you wanted instead, I'm fine with letting you use it.
You also have an awesome greatsword that you wanted to use.
Well, it's a busted greatsword. The only reason I took it was because he wasn't giving me the other sword. It was more out of spite than anything else.
Okay. The other sword,
Yeah, he wasn't gonna give me the
the family sword that
the one to take
he
the
made
head
you
off
that he made you give him.
No, the guy's sword who killed himself.
Oh, the guy who killed himself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you've got the cool family sword too.
Oh yeah, no, that one's safely hidden.
Also a two-handed weapon.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That's a sub. I can check on that.
Yeah.
That's what's showing here right now.
It's with Shellington. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you've got the cool old notched up great sword that you can use. The great axe, he's gonna pick it up. It fits for a barbarian, right?
Yeah.
I got a lance.
And you got the pistols too.
Yeah, where are they?
At the blacksmith?
Exactly.
Oh, right.
All right, so you get back to camp, and you've had to basically almost carry your giant of a just that hulking sized Tejungi with you. As he's like, well, thank you very much. I need to sit down and have a rest. Oh, are you all going back to take a look in the cave? Looks as though we got some keys. Might as well see what else is there.
Where are the keys?
Where is Key?
Oh yeah? Who is Key?
Do you want better? What is key?
What is Key? He's a little bird.
I got keys to open locks.
No, keys hold secrets.
No, Key opens
That's
locks.
actually
What was
really-
that?
That was very, very good.
Anyway.
Well, I'm going to take a rest here. Don't worry about me. I got my little hammer that can help me.
Little.
So he sets up and says he's like he can handle himself if you guys are wanting to go see what's going on. Since now you notice Key and Shalia are no longer there.
I would go check, not because
We should go
Yeah.
find where them
yeah,
went.
we should definitely
Yeah.
find out. Alright, I agree.
Who wants to go to my grave point? My grave.
Please, you stood up. It's not great. It's an open plot.
The only reason I would ever go to your grave is to dance on it.
Oh, come on.
Just kidding. You assume you're gonna outlive me.
No. Oh, wait, sorry.
So far, yeah.
I think you'll find I already have.
All right.
I keep forgetting.
Yeah, seriously. So,
Yes.
You're the only human in this
yeah,
place.
you're the token human. Furbolg, cat, bird, human.
Human.
All right, so you guys make your way towards the cave. Are you guys stealthing? Are you guys just running full bore?
Oh, sure, I'll stealth.
No, I'll be sneaky too. I want full boar or full bear.
Full bear.
Can I be riding you?
I could be a bull. We did see one. If you want to ride me, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, if I can, I'll be riding him.
Yeah, he's got to take advantage of being a rider.
Cavalier. But yeah.
Okay.
Alright. 7 for stealth. 17 for stealth.
Yeah, you're doing decently through the forest. You're not
I'm
really so
just
great.
40.
He's like singing as he's running. No, whatever.
Credence with this.
Huh?
It's Credence with this, or does he stay by the car?
Credence ain't moving, dude. That boy's got a busted leg.
I can just see
Yeah,
him pulling a crock.
Just
I'm so happy I was unconscious for this. All right, so he's just getting too into this. He's doing his own little theme music. You're riding along. There's no stealthing that. You
No,
are
no.
full bear,
There's not.
going through the forest. Mittens.
I don't see a reason to stealth.
All right,
If they're not stealthing, then I'm not gonna
Fernando.
worry about stealth.
Sorolobo.
I'm singing a little, like I'm not being loud per se. I'm not trying to draw attention.
You're just
but
going.
I'm just going.
Right.
Singing a little bit.
No worries. So you guys make your way. Assuming that Key and Shalia have gone to the cave, since there's no keys on you anymore at this point, it makes sense. You okay?
Right.
Good.
Keep himself alive.
I know. I'm just making sure everything's good. God, seriously, that one day scared the crap out of me so bad.
Which time?
You were sweating pretty badly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that time I let your drop for the green. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
pretty bad.
that was really scary.
I was fine. It was just
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. So you guys make it towards there, and there's still the remnants of the dogs that you guys have destroyed, which now at this point they are moldering. It is gross. They are just necrotizing pretty quickly. Yeah. It's just a lot of black goo. Yeah. So getting through there, the cave doesn't seem like it's insanely deep. It seems because the echoes seem to be coming off the back end of it, but still, it's a few hundred feet in. I mean, it's not like it's a mile long thing.
I had a thought. It's fine.
Anyway, so you get in there and you can hear like clanking of keys on metal.
So Nero's gonna get to the entrance of the cave and he's gonna go.
Keys.
Key. And I assume I hear that echoing back.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing when we enter, it's an empty.
By what you can tell, it is empty.
While he's trying locks, I'm pretty much standing guard.
Okay.
And if the keys don't work, I'm picking them.
Okay. So I will tell you what you see before you as these guys are making their way in. When you got into the main part of this cave, you can definitely see there's a nice hefty pile of bones that have been picked pretty clean. There's also the waste areas. Yeah. It's a dug pit type thing. This is pretty foul in here. I've already said that before, that it was pretty gross. Above, though, you can see that this cave, despite this being like the main thing, you can see it looks like there's old outlets where maybe either water has run through or stuff maybe has burrowed into. So there's a lot of little outlets in the top ends, from the top higher ends of this cave. Nothing seems to go much deeper in the main path, though. There are a lot of cages, probably where he's kept stuff that he's trapped and such. There's also a really big chest that has a lot of locks on it.
Probably what we're trying.
Yeah. There's a table that has like cutlery, butchering weapon, like butchering stuff, like a huge cleaver, because he doesn't just use that great axe for everything. Other than that, there's like the laid out bedroll type thing, where he would sleep. There's a burning torch in here that keeps the place lit just enough to see decently. But yeah, I assume you're probably all over that chest.
I'm trying his keys, I'm trying my keys, I'm trying my lock.
You never know.
So you got there with about the time to like start on the keys as they were coming to the entrance and yell. So the first key doesn't work. Your second key doesn't work. I said there were 5 keys on that thing, on that ring.
You said 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5.
They're making their way in when they hear the little key, yell. And by the 4th key, you actually find what you need. And it's like, you're like, secrets. Yeah, so the big pad just opens and you're able to pull that one off. There's a lot of smaller locks. When you do that, like you keep fiddling and you're able to get the smaller locks going. As they enter, you get that last lock like undone. You're like, yes. Yeah.
It's a mimic.
I would wait for that.
Oh, that'd be so bad. That'd be so bad.
That's why it's so locked up.
My first thought, you start talking about all the locks, I'm like, it's Mad Eye Moody's chest.
The chest of holding.
It's the real Minotaur.
Oh, jeez, no. Okay, so you guys, you get it opened. You guys are just into the entrance and can see that Key's over there by this really large chest. As he's like getting ready to push it open,
I go over by the chest. Yeah. I'm not using a fence.
No, I figure.
I would like to point out that me and Bjorn would probably be the first ones there. So he has 40 feet movement speed.
Yeah, he's faster than
And
everybody.
we're
was
I
also
believe.
stealth.
not moving half speed for stealth.
Yeah,
So yeah, we will be inside.
yeah,
I'll probably be somewhere behind him then.
Yeah. it's true. That's fine. As you come in, you see him. You push open the chest. You see before you a small, not small but not huge, bag that looks like it's tightly packed with coins. And you can't see inside. You'll have to dig that one open.
It also has a lock. It's also locked.
It's not locked. It's just tied off. There are a few weapons in here. There's a longsword and 2 swords that look like they've been made for each other. They're the exact same. They're the exact same looking sword, but they have a slightly different print on the hilt. And then there's a cape that's in here, and it's very very fine make. Roll me a history.
You want both of us? Or...
Yeah, I don't think you actually need to roll a history because you're not there currently, but his initial look.
It's a 12.
A 12. You don't know this one yet, but the clasp gives you an idea that it's most likely some sort of a forest people. As you get in, you can see he's looking into there, rummaging through.
I would love to look in there. And
Yeah,
take out the 2
I'm
magic
rummaging
swords.
through, and all you see is 1 sword, 2 sword, 3 sword, cape, bag.
Oh, he
He's
takes the
throwing
cape. All right, taking the cape and the bag.
It's like I just cape, bag. The swords are just on the ground behind me. I literally just.
I definitely
Look at those.
look at those swords. With 2
All right.
matching.
So as you avoid the thrown swords from a master
Which is-
thrower.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Um,
just take back, he throws it and they come back.
Yeah, I know them.
That would be hilarious. You throw them and they come back.
I can only do that with a light weapon.
I know. There's a blade sticking in Key's head. No, yeah, you just toss him. Obviously, it's yeah. You just toss him. You want to take a look at him.
Just getting them out of the way, see if there's anything further in.
Yeah. Then below all of that stuff, you see there's a smattering of precious gems. And then there's personal effects. You can see some rings and some necklaces. It looks like there's no keys.
No, those were all on the keychain.
Yeah. It looks like there's an insignia of some sort in there as well. But yeah, you take a look at the swords. The long sword has etchings up the blade. It looks very it's extremely fine make. This is no joke type of weapon.
Right.
Can be used 1 or 2-handed, just like any standard D&D longsword. The 2 other blades, they're smaller. They are specifically made for 1-handed use, dual wielding. You pick them up and you almost feel a surge go through you.
That's fun. I'm gonna go ahead and look at the yard, motion the sword. What? Alright. And I'm gonna pick those up and just start putting them on my person. Because
I'm just going to load myself down.
no, exactly. I'm just like, alright, that one's gonna go on that one, that's gonna go there, and so yeah.
I sidle on up to him and just kind of yank one out of the sheath. Take a look at it.
Okay.
Grab your hand first, if that would be possible.
You what?
Because he said that he's gonna yank one, and I'm gonna. I was saying,
basically walking
These
up,
are there's no sheaths on these.
I know.
walking
I was
up
basically.
Yeah.
essentially walking up behind you, and as I'm walking by, grabbing it,
Yeah.
and just kind of going. Which means if you grab it, you might
Grab your hand, blade, your wrist.
He wants to reach for your hand.
I want to hold your hand.
You guys can both roll stealth or sleight of hand checks, see who's faster.
Sleight of hand.
Yep.
I'm gonna assume yours is better than mine.
We'll see.
It depends on what you got.
Do you have something?
Oh yeah.
Then yes.
Well,
you're
everyone's
better
gonna
than
have
I am.
everyone's gonna have something on that dice. It may be a 1,
No,
but
I
it
mean,
will be something.
it's the modifier for freaking sleight of hand.
With
Oh.
modifier and everything on it, it's 20. The DC for this is 20.
I could match him, but then who wins?
Roll it.
It's not right, but you know. Almost. Nope.
Okay, you reach to grab him and you slice your hand on the blade. You take 3 points of damage as he pulls the blade away from you, and he's like, "Be quicker next time." Josh.
It is taking everything in my willpower not to slap you.
Hey, Nero, come say. I just want to look at it.
Yes. And might I ask how old are you? How old you are?
32, sir.
Great. You should be old enough to know manners. Ask next time.
I actually don't know how old I am. Honestly, I'm just.
You've just established that he is now 32.
Actually, probably more like 20 something, if I'm honest, given where he's at in life. But
You're just BSing. I'm 32.
roll deception.
Yeah, I was gonna say you probably should roll a deception on that one. See what he thinks.
Great.
15 plus charisma, which is actually not bad.
Roll your wisdom.
How does everyone have
It's
pluses and
a
things?
17. because I'm human and none of my stats are below 0 for modifier.
I have a lot. I have zeros and
What am I rolling?
Wisdom.
Anything
17.
specifically?
It's just a wisdom save against his deception.
Can I roll on that as well?
Or I guess it's insight. It's insight.
But if I'm honest,
That's what it
for
is.
like an upstart swordsman trying to become great, he
18.
probably is 20.
18 versus your 20 what?
Actually, it's 17.
Oh, you roll. Yeah, you totally know he's BSing himself. Or BSing.
Can I roll on that as well?
Oh, you already know.
Okay.
In reality, I'm probably like 23 or something.
Oh yeah, we definitely know.
Better.
Yeah.
You say 32 and everybody in the game is like...
Anyway.
No.
Anyways, so yeah,
I guess I walk away and start wrapping my hand. Freaking heck.
it's not bad. It's like
I know!
it's just a nick. It's not too bad.
Man, it takes freaking damage every game so far.
I haven't taken it barely any.
Hey, at least you know you
Mittens
weren't
will
like
tend
cutting
to his
yourself
wounds.
with scissors.
Yeah. All right, so
Why you always get
you which sword did you grab,
What's your problem?
Fernando?
My assumption was you would have grabbed a longsword.
That's one of the
He
small
wants the
ones.
twin blades. He's a dual.
I was
He's a
looking
dual
at-
wielder.
Not yet, but
That's his plan, though.
yeah. Yeah, one of the twin blades. Just
Okay.
Probably the one on his right, my left.
Okay. So you pick that. You pull it out. Looking at it, you see etchings on there. You guys all have been down. Well, this is a little bit different, huh? Yeah. So the etchings that are put in are really old. They look like a dialect of
I'm
something.
definitely looking at the one I have.
Yeah, they look like a dialect of Elvish,
Oh.
but not your sea elf dialect
Not a
by any
Quantic
means.
Elven.
Yeah.
Is it celestial? Would it?
Wouldn't be Sylvan.
Yeah.
It is not Sylvan.
Okay.
Would celestial?
It is not.
Does
No.
it look like the high elf dialect?
It looks like the oldest of the high elves. If you were to go and look at it,
Oh, yeah. Well, have I gotten there yet?
you're there.
Oh,
If he's there.
If
you're
he's there, you're there.
that's fair.
As an uncultured barbaric human, though, I start kind of just examining it more for the feel of the blade. And how
Yeah,
it looks.
the weight and everything on it, it feels amazing. They are super. It's super well balanced.
How long is it?
They're not very long. They're
Like dirt?
they're not dirks. They're more like a short sword length. So imagine like a little bit longer than a standard Roman sword,
Okay, gladius.
right?
Yeah.
a little longer than a gladius. So you're talking like 2.5 feet instead of like the standard 2.
Okay.
I
I tried it a couple of times.
They're decent. They're decent weapon. It would roll a d6 on normal standard damage, but just holding it, you do feel kind of a slight buzz holding it. It's
So I
odd.
like it. I am respectful enough to go return it to Nero.
Mm-hmm.
But I just wanted to feel for it because as long as there's loot going around, I at least want to know what's being passed around. Well, at least what I'd be interested in what's being passed around.
As Kei's just holding.
He hands the blade back to you, still with your own blood on it.
So I wiped the blood off.
He's over there oddly protective of his cloak. I'm like, what do you have there?
Are you sure you can carry that well?
I hand the bag of gold off to her and just keep the cloak.
Okay, you hold on to that cloak
And
like
the
for
gems
dear life.
and everything, and there's like I have the gems and stuff in the.
They're like
pouch.
falling out. He's
No,
like,
no,
he's
I
like
mean-
wrapping the gems in the
The
cloak.
and the,
Yeah,
the bag, and I
What did you
just
say
hand
it was
that-
a cloak? He said it was a cape.
it is a cape.
Okay. So I'm
No
using,
capes!
So if he's using it as
I'm using the cape as a bag.
if he's using it as a bag, can I see it well enough to try to know what it is?
You can take a look at it. You use an investigation check.
Investigation.
I'm gonna open that bag to see what's in there.
Okay, you open it up. It appears that the majority of this is gold.
I like that.
It looks like it's
You're asking a
just
fighter.
a quick estimate. It's probably about 130 gold.
Dude, we're rich.
I know.
You might.
So my investigation is a 14. If I was gonna go off history, it would be a 17, but investigation is 14.
Okay, investigation 14. Just on the offhand look at it, the clasp that you're finally able to get a quick look at, you know that that was made in the ironwoods because you can see the rainbow sheen to it.
So is it made like?
You can see the rings in it. Yeah,
Oh, so it's got ironwood on it.
it is ironwood.
Oh, I'm just like.
Fine.
Yeah, the cloak the cape itself is not made of any of the leaves or anything like that, like you guys actually had in the other campaign.
Yeah.
But it does have, like, as he moves and you see it shine against the light, you can see little threads of shimmering something into it, and you're like, oh, no way. Like, that's too cool. Yeah, it's a fine little cape.
Okay. It does actually have ironwood in it, though. I'm assuming. At least
To
some.
the best that you can tell, it has something shimmery in it,
Okay.
but it does match that same rainbow sheen, the little threads that are woven into this.
It's all yours.
Ooh. It is a bit long for a 2-foot tall bird.
Not 2 foot, 4 foot.
Oh, you're 4 feet. I thought you were only like. Sorry, I apologize. It's fine for 4 foot. It's gonna drag the ground instead of like, being waist. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I was a little worried for your height.
No,
So.
4 foot.
Okay, yeah, you're fine.
Probably look a little bit like a county kid in his mother's shoes or something. Kind of daddy's in his dad's shirt, and jacket.
You need to go get. You probably want to go get that looked at.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best I'll say. Probably want to get it looked at by somebody who knows
And
what they're
then
talking about.
There was also the
Not
insignia.
have identified.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have
What's that on? Is that,
I have it
You have what?
identified.
Oh, yes. The insignia that you pick up,
Yeah.
it is a ring, a circle about this big, so about 4 inches across in diameter. It's gold. It has 5 rings built into it, and different symbols in each of the rings, and then a symbol in the center.
Do I recognize any of the symbols?
You probably would, being the fact that you've been in the guilds that are near around this area. This is a 5 rings insignia, the elite swordsman.
You know what that is. I probably know what that is.
You might.
You would probably heard of it.
Bjorn would not know.
Bjorn
what
don't
that
care.
is.
He's like, ooh, look at the gold coin. And
I
yeah,
just have the gems and stuff.
right.
All right. Did anybody find have any inscriptions or anything on it?
Yeah.
I can read that if you'd like me to.
Are you gonna cut me while taking it from me?
Why would I take it from you? Are you going to give it to me or not?
It depends. How do you ask?
I just did.
I'll say it again. 'Cause I clearly wasn't paying attention.
I just sort of
Do you
glare
want him to read
at
it or
him a
not?
little
I
bit,
mean,
and I'm
gosh. I'm surrounded by idiots.
Yeah.
Oh, you're surrounded by people who just like people to ask for things. That's all I want.
So, do you give it to him or not?
Do you ask for it?
He did.
I just did.
You asked if anything has inscriptions. You didn't.
And he
ask-
said,
and then I
if
said,
anyone
I
has
can
one,
read it
I will
for
read
you.
it for you if you'll give it to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't count that as a question though. That's not you asking me for it. That's you saying, "Is this in the area?"
If you don't want it read, I don't care.
This is not his problem. That's your problem.
I don't want to take your swords.
To be fair, there's no one's swords yet. I'm just holding them.
I don't want them.
Can I take a look at that long
Which one?
not the paired one, the third one you picked up.
Yeah. There.
And check it with the empty scabbard I have.
It is not your father's sword.
Okay.
But this this does have language that's written that you do recognize.
It does. Okay.
What you can tell of it. Il tin fe turkundur fathe. It is. It seems that each of the syllables is representative of an element, and this sword, by what you can feel on it, is probably tied to that in some fashion.
Okay. Can I tell which element each syllable is tied to?
Yes, you can. But what you like, you're not sure the connection of what each thing like. Again, the elements like just fire, earth, water, air, lightning, that kind of stuff, right? So you can take a look and see how that works. You have an identify spell, so you can do that.
So I want to wait till camp.
It doesn't take an hour.
Yeah.
It's you can do it's
No, it's like my bad, it's 1 minute. It's 5 minutes.
you can do it as a ritual for 10 minutes, or you can cast it immediately for 1.
Yep. So I guess I will start doing it as the 10-minute ritual.
Okay. As you study this, again, like I said, you get the language part of it pretty quickly. And then you, as the identify kind of comes into it, you're able to realize that this seems that it is hungry for it. It can absorb elements. What you can tell, though, it seems that it can only hold one element at a time and then throw it back as its use.
So it's got an absorb element. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
That's totally meta.
No, it is. It's.
I would think that I have that spell.
Yeah, so it's got an absorb element basically, so you can use it to throw back what's thrown at you.
That's really cool.
It is cool. As far as the meta of it, it'll absorb half of an elemental damage, and then you can throw that half back with an attack.
Ooh, that's stronger than the other one. That's cool.
I'm gonna tell Nero what it does and hand it back to him.
That's fun. Take that back.
Okay.
Just carry 3 swords. 4 swords. Yeah, 4 swords.
4 swords and a lance.
Yeah.
And a lance.
And a shield.
And a shield.
Encumbrance much?
That boy is way
Can't hold all
down.
these weapons.
You're all just hanging off of him.
A sword for every occasion.
So we're saying he's our lackey, right?
He will have a mount. He can just put them all on there. Have your sword turtle. Okay.
That'd be cool. Oh my gosh, what would an ironwood tortoise be like?
Oh,
So-
gosh.
It would be like an alligator tortoise, like an alligator turtle on steroids.
I think they call those dragon turtles.
So, anything else you guys are looking around on this?
I'll probably go over and look at like the meat counter essentially. Go check that out.
Okay, the meat counter.
Basically what it was.
Yeah, the table, it's bloody, has a lot of etchings and stuff in it from the blade that's
I wanna
chopped
cast
a lot of
detect
stuff.
magic. I know all the other stuff is magic, but I want to see.
Yeah, so you detect magic, and you can feel it off of the longsword that he has and the twin swords that he has. Both of them abjuration, for all I can tell, because that's enchanting, right? That's how you enchant a weapon. Yeah.
Would it detect magic detect that black book I have?
Yes, it would. It would detect she has something on her that the school. What is the school for that?
I don't know.
It's not divination.
Based on just the little snippets of, or I'd say conjuration or divination.
It's not divination though, because divination's for something else. This is.
asking things I don't
I know.
If it's like the book that Vito had, I think maybe transmutation.
It's probably transmutation.
Probably just be an enchantment.
Yeah, but it's got a school in it. It could just be enchantment. It could be enchantment.
Enchantment and conjuration.
Enchantment. It's probably just enchantment. Let's see. You got those things. You got those. You can actually you feel there are 3 small items that also have abjuration that are being held by Key currently inside that cape that he had, all bagged up with stuff. The cape itself doesn't seem to be magic as far as a school of magic. You do get hints of something magical about it, but it seems to be naturally born that way, like whatever it is. Have you stated that it was what it was?
I'm sorry.
Did you tell him what kind of cape that was?
No, I did not.
Okay, if you haven't said anything, then you wouldn't know about what it is, but you do have an idea that there's something different about it. It's not been enchanted in any fashion. It just kind of seems to be what it is. It's not like seeping magic in the way that those other things do, kind of radiate. You also feel magic deep inside. How far does it go? 60 feet? Or is it 30 feet? 30 feet? Yeah. As you're walking about, you do catch something that is magical, but it seems to be up high and in one of the holes that's up there, and you can feel it quickly moving towards your nearby radius.
Okay.
Also abjuration.
Okay. I'm gonna let a couple people know whoever's near me. I don't know who's next to me.
Depends where you are.
I don't even know where I was.
I don't either.
All right, you guys.
When suddenly Nero
Everybody, as she's noticing that,
Like, hey, that's
you all hear this. You all just hear these little like skittering down.
They're magical. I know because I know.
There's one.
There's magic on all y'all.
There's one thing that's magic. There's one thing that's magic.
Oh, there's one.
There's one thing that's magic, but you
It's a
hear
traitor.
a large number of
Oh,
things coming
that's fun.
skittering down out of the holes.
Appropriate response. Open fire.
All right, you guys. They are coming for you. You see, the very first thing you see is this just little lizard-like thing just running up at you. Just, he comes running like with this little weapon, like a small sword in his hand. Looks
Do
like
I
it's
have
probably
time
been
to cast
fashioned.
Bless before they get there?
Yes, you definitely would have time.
I will do that.
Who are you casting it on?
Do I have time to cancel mage armor?
Yes. The second that you noticed, they haven't got down to you yet, so you would have the time to make that reaction to cast those things you want to
Whoever goes
cast.
up front, so it would probably be
I cast
them.
sleep.
So and fight melee, right?
Okay, go for it.
That's what I'm going to be doing this week. That's why I texted you guys about those things this week. I'm going to be crazy.
I died last week.
Hey, I mean,
I get a
if it
counter
works,
stuff.
it helps.
Stuff I light on fire.
Okay, then those
I mean, you can
On which 3?
three.
On the
Nero,
bear, on Nero, and the fighter?
If they're the 3 main,
Tankies.
yeah.
Okay, so the 3 of you, you got a D4 to roll with your D20 for hits.
For hits, saves, and what else?
That's it.
Hits and saves.
To hit and to save.
I rolled pretty bad, so 14 hit points.
14 hit points. Where are you casting?
So, like, because they're coming out of the mouth of the thing, right?
Right, and so like some of them have already come out. There's still more still pouring out.
So I would cast it like right on the choke point.
Right on the mouth of the thing.
Yeah, it's a,
Okay, so you're gonna miss the ones that have already come out.
because it's a 20-foot radius.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah.
20 feet. Okay, that's good. That's actually perfect. So you hit him, and the guy that was actually running at him, he's like, he just drops in front of him, just kind of slides a little bit. Yep. And you guys should probably roll initiative at this point.
Oh, sorry.
I want to see it.
You might want to reroll that, or
It wasn't 11 on the die.
it was 11 on the die.
I know.
But it kind of cocked off.
Everybody rolled? 25 to 20.
It's exactly the same.
21.
You both got 21. Shalia's going first.
14.
She probably has a higher dex.
I might need to retire these dice. They've been rolling.
Calum.
You just got those dice. I know, but they suck.
You're not excited that you can see the poly either.
It's gonna be a thing.
You don't know me very well, do you?
Okay. 20 to 15.
17.
17. Nero. 15 to 10.
14.
14.
Mine's 13.
I am also 14.
Where the crap did Bjorn go?
I think it's under mine.
Oh, that's why.
I'm tiny.
14. You also got 14?
I got 13.
13. You also got 14. Okay, I think you've got.
I have the 3 on initiative. 11 on the dice.
Yeah, I rolled a 14.
Okay.
Mittens, Fedial, and Key. What did you guys roll?
I got a 6.
I got an 8.
Okay.
I don't roll really good for initiative. Like, I don't think I've rolled higher than a 5 on the dice.
I keep rolling.
That's okay. That's
18 to 19
when you
for
want to
my
roll
initiative.
low.
And
When you're
second,
attacking,
everything
that's
else.
when you don't want to roll low.
Decent on everything else.
Matt, quick question on that one. So with the time that they had to do their quick spells, sorry, that was not I was thinking about a long sword, and that's DeVito's bread
He
and butter.
hasn't even been born yet.
Not even close.
So Nero is going to go ahead and drop the 2 twins, and is just going to have his shield and the long sword out.
So you drop this. You drop your spear and this twin
I don't
blades, and you
a
have
spear.
lance.
Well, the lance I assume is just across my back, so I haven't.
Oh, okay.
That
Okay.
would have been out yet because we're in a cave.
Lances are so bulky.
Yeah, lances are really bulky. Anyways,
But yeah, so I'm gonna have the long sword. So should I just put stat block to normal long sword for right now?
yeah, it's just a standard longsword at this point.
Right.
Can also do the observe element.
You can do it once as a reaction, but you have to actually attune yourself to it to be able to use it. So at this point, you won't be able to use it.
Yeah, it's just a long sword.
Okay. Shalia, you're up.
How close am I to said enemies?
You have 15-foot range on it at this point.
So actually, I'm not gonna have the shield. I'm gonna be dual wielding. So, well, two-handing.
You're gonna use your spear, your lance.
Two-handed longsword.
Longsword.
Oh, you're gonna use the longsword
Actually, that
two-handed.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use longsword.
Okay.
So, my AC is currently 16, not 18.
I'll say at that point you should use the greatsword.
It's busted.
It does no less damage than a standard greatsword.
I guess I'm using a great sword. Let me add a D8 to my-
I'm gonna run up to the closest one and stab it. It's a 14. Then it's an assassination. And would it be a sneak attack at this point?
It's not a sneak attack because they came up on you guys.
You get advantage because of assassination.
Oh, I do. No.
Yeah,
that was better. Hold on, now I gotta do that.
Then the sneak attack damage works anytime you have advantage,
19.
right? Yep.
Sneak attack happens anytime you have advantage, so you get the sneak attack damage no matter what on this one. So roll that damage.
So you get
It counts as a crit too, right? For your
Yeah.
assassinate.
that's if they're surprised.
Oh, if they're surprised.
They are not surprised.
They are not surprised.
Oh look, it's the guys we've been chasing. Surprise!
I'm so surprised you were here.
I know I followed you here, but I didn't think you'd actually be here.
Well, I don't know if
13,
they follow us
13.
there.
13 damage? Oof. Yeah, you stab into him, just you come up, puts the blade right through the thing's head and just drops it flat right there. Just you're like, bring the next one. You know, you're ready. Caleb, you're up.
I'm aiming for the closest one with firebolt,
Okay.
and I crit, and I did 15 fire damage.
All right. You just fire off flame at it, turn it into a crisp. It's gone.
For some reason, I'm now thinking of the tooth fairies from the second Hellboy movie.
Okay.
Anyway.
All right. It is now Nero.
I will go ahead and walk up to the next whoever is near me.
Okay.
I also meant to say I was starting with weights.
Next time.
So I will go ahead and walk up to whatever the nearest enemy to me is and take a swing.
Okay. Nearest enemy, do you take a swing? Roll a hit.
Alright. Ooh, that's a natural 20 plus 4 plus 4. That's a 28 to hit.
Well, yeah, you crit, so roll it.
Okay.
2d6 times 2.
So 46?
46.
I need more dice.
46 damage.
Didn't it if I borrow that one?
4d6 damage plus your modifier.
I think it's 14.
No.
One,
46 damage.
one cobalt turns into a fine pink mist.
Okay, so that's 12. 18, 19. So 20 points of damage.
20 points of damage. Yep, it's super dead. You just turn it into goo. You slice right through it. These guys are not the most beefy little things at all. It's numbers. Okay, Fernando.
28 to hit, 8 damage.
8 damage. So you stick it into his leg with your sword, right? Yeah.
Over here.
Yeah, you stab him in the leg and he's just and he's still up. Okay.
I rolled really low.
Yeah, you did.
Not damage, it was a 1 on the dice for damage.
Yeah. That sucks. Okay, so let's see here. Really quickly, just to give me some spatial awareness here. Inside this cave. Where did my pen go?
You 8 points of damage if you roll a 1. He has a +7.
Yeah, right?
Duelist.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Duelist plus dex plus proficiency.
That duelist only goes to your hit.
Yeah, but it's the damage.
Yeah, so you don't add your proficiency damage, but the duelist adds +2 to your.
It's dueling fighting style. It does +2 damage when using a single one-handed weapon.
I assume Key is over here with Shalia.
Well, Shalia ran forward, so I'm back.
She did run forward,
I'm
yes.
still back behind.
Right. But I'm just saying where you guys started.
I was over by where Nero started.
Right. Nero, were you over by Key near the treasure chest?
I was near the meat table at this point.
You were near the meat table, yes. You were further back.
I forgot about that. I was probably still near the treasure chest.
You were near the treasure chest. Firebolting over here. Fernando, I'm guessing you're a little bit further over here. Where were you? Tell me in relation. So I'm going to go around the cave like this. So say that this is the very back of the cave facing this direction. That's where the bed is. Okay. Just to my right of it is where the treasure chest is. Then the meat table. Then over here is a pile of bones and a waste area. And then there's kobolds coming. Well, yeah, the little lizardy things. Kobolds coming down out of the.
Like sitting on the chest or leaning up against the chest.
So you guys were mostly grouped around the chest.
So it was a little bit further.
Everything else just seems kind of gross. So
It is a bit gross.
I wouldn't really be getting close by the chest. I would be more out in the middle of the room.
Yep, Bjorn would be out here. That makes sense.
Being a bad guy.
Yep.
Didn't want to crowd anyone.
Key, Calum, Shalia, Fernando. Where are you, Ferial?
I'm probably sort of by the chest, but I'd probably be a few paces closer to like the center of the cave.
Ferial. Okay. Cool. That makes sense. All right. So, this first group over here comes in, and we've got Fernando and Shalia, Key. Well, no. Fernando, Shalia, and you.
Okay.
That are the most up front to be hit.
Because we're closest to the walls.
Well, you're closest to where the things were coming after you. Let's see here. Yeah. Nero, you've got a 16 AC, right?
That is correct.
Okay, that definitely hits. Calum, what's your AC at with your mage armor?
16 currently.
16? Okay. And then Shalia.
Completely unrelated note. If I do go down, I do blame you.
Alright, that is that. And then we got 2 more. Oh, that's amazing. Okay. So 1 hit for each of you guys. So Calum, Shalia, and Fernando, each of you take a hit.
Can I shield it?
You definitely can do
Same.
that.
Cast shield.
And that takes you up to
16 plus 5.
21.
21. Yeah, it missed. He won't be able to hit through that. So like that one comes after you with its little weapon and just like just kind of gets deflected back. It's like
The defensive duelist add +2 to armor class. That would make it an 18.
that would make it an 18. Whew, dang, just barely. Okay. Yeah, so that one also you're able to parry it away and move it. I'm guessing Shalia, do you have any cool stuff? Shalia's got to take the hit. Okay, that's not too. Oh yeah, Calum, I didn't even attack you.
Oh.
It was Nero and Fernando and Shalia. Sorry. Nero, you do take your hit.
Yeah.
And then Shalia has to take hers, and you're able to defend yours. Whew! Okay. 6 damage to Shalia, 8 damage to you.
I guess that doesn't stack.
Okay.
That would be too good.
And the other 2 that attacked missed. So,
Alright.
Bjorn, you're up.
Okay. I one half the closest thing.
I can't stay.
Does a 20 hit.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah. First attack does. That was.
Oh, yeah, no.
13 points of damage.
Okay, the first thing it's your bite, right?
Yeah, this is the bite.
Yeah, you just like throw one, just like and it hits the wall. It's dead.
Okay. Second attack goes to the next one.
Okay,
That is 12.
12 damage.
Yeah.
Or 12 to hit.
12 damage.
12 damage.
Yeah, I rolled higher for this.
Yeah, that's your first claw. You just drop it dead. Next.
No, only 2 attacks.
Oh, you do. Oh, it's only 2
Yeah.
attacks. I thought you got 2
It's
claws.
1 bite and then.
One bite and 1
and
claw.
1 claw.
Right. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, you
Or it
drop
says
those.
1 attack with the claw. So it's
Right.
both claws.
Mittens.
Can I cast spiritual weapon?
Yes. Okay.
Oh, somewhere near one of them.
Okay.
Probably a mace.
A mace. Okay.
And I hit, and I did 10 damage.
10 damage. All right. Just you smack the thing. You hear it. Just, and it looks pretty horrible. Like its shoulder seems to be popped out of its socket, but it's still like looking like it wants to defend, but it doesn't look very happy about the idea. Yeah, it is now this group's turn. Coming after Bjorn, although that is extremely scary.
Armor class is 14 out there.
Right. Okay.
Don't you love unarmored defense?
Yeah. That's 2. And then
have armor.
Mittens has got distance. Luckily. Where were you, Mittens? Standing around in all this. You were actually kind of nearer, though, to be able to read everything. You were kind of in the midst of it.
What's the middle?
Yeah, you're probably here.
So that I could see around.
Okay.
Looking.
Oh, holy crap on a stick. Okay. 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 Mittens. One comes up to you and just stabs up into you. It does 10 damage. Two of them come after you and they do 8 damage total.
Any of it magical?
No.
Okay, they do 4 damage.
Oh yeah, because you don't have, you got the thing going on.
Yep.
That's insane for him.
Yes, I'm a very angry bear.
Seriously angry bear.
Very angry.
He's very angry. Oh my gosh. Okay. Key, your turn.
I'm gonna inhale and use mimicry and mimic the roar of the Minotaur creature we just slew. And try to use mimicry to intimidate.
Roll me a performance.
Performance.
Don't forget to add in, you killed my dogs.
You killed my dog.
Oh, why does it have to be performance? Why couldn't it be perception? 9.
What would that have been if it was deception?
If it was deception, it would have been 12.
Okay, that's not much better.
No, I just have a better deception. I have a performance.
Well,
Proficiency.
in the midst of all of that, with a scary bear that's just like eating the tar out of things, everyone else is just blasting these guys every which way. And then all of a sudden, this kind of Minotaur out of this little creature. There's actually like 5 of them, like, and they just like turn and start running back up and climbing their way, like, yeah, just scaling the wall.
I was hoping that they think the owner's home. We'll get out of here.
Do any of them provoke attacks of opportunity?
The ones that ran were not nearby any of you guys. Actually, take that back. The one that was nearest you did. So if you want to try and hit it, you can.
The one that you dealt 8 damage to?
Yeah.
Use your reaction though.
Also, are you using Bless?
I did use reaction in the defense.
Oh, you've already used the
An opportunity.
attack of opportunity is not. You don't have to use your reaction for it.
Are you using Bless?
Do you?
That's it.
Alan.
Don't forget bless.
Maybe it is. I'll have to look it up.
Yes.
Well,
Probably is.
Okay.
Actually,
It's an 11.
11 to hit.
Yeah.
Oh, you missed. It's okay. It gets like limping away, trying to make its way. You'll probably kill it before it gets anywhere. Fidial.
Alright, so the one that got hit by the mace, I'm just gonna like cat call across that and just be like, it's an improvement. And did you make it?
Oh yeah. I crit that. I rolled a 20.
Dang. Okay, so vicious mockery not working this time.
That's a-
I was really
Because
hoping I
you
could
can't
kill
tell
something
a
with
lie.
it this time.
That would have been really cool.
Yeah.
Whatever killer thinks of vicious mockery is
My
real.
friends tell me all the time.
I
Died at your insults.
Exactly.
hey, what do you know? It's Ken.
Yeah. When it's a bard, yeah.
Out of curiosity, I thought you can't lie.
I wasn't lying.
He felt it was an improvement.
I did feel it was an improvement that I got hit by a mace. I want it dead. Anything gets it closer to that is an improvement.
There are ways around lying.
I didn't say what it was an improvement on.
Okay, miss.
Need some improvements to your face.
So then I'm going to I'm just gonna sort of play a little tune on my pipes and give bardic inspiration to Nero.
Okay.
So you have a d6 you can add to an attack roll, an ability score, or a something.
I just love the image of this bard just spitting out fighting words and it's cool.
The one that got hit by your mace like charges after you, and it goes to hit, and just in your like passing defense against him, you watch him just like get hit and taken dead. Like he's killed. Just
That's right.
he like ran into your mace
He
face
rolled
first
it down.
almost.
See, all that
The
training
rest-
with the defense against the dark arts taught you.
The rest attempted to make their hits, but they were not able to. It's just a standstill with your fighting. At this point, Shalia is now up to go.
There's one that's, or the ones that are closer to me, are any of them engaged with someone else?
The ones that are near you, we do have one that ran from Fernando.
The ones that stabbed Nero.
There are some that are going to be engaging with Nero, and there are two that are going to engage with you soon.
We probably go after the ones that will, because if they're in melee range, I can do sneak attack.
Say what?
If they're in melee range with someone else in the party, I can do sneak attack.
Okay.
That's why.
So she's looking at there. If they're close to it.
Yes, there are some. There are ones on Bjorn, because they definitely are on. They attacked him.
So I'll go after them.
Yeah. I forgot about that. There are a couple of them like on Bjorn.
Yeah, that's your blush.
Your blush, deep blush, blush. Say that was an amazing whip.
I know, right?
10 to hit,
Yeah.
just misses.
It'll last the whole combat.
It lasts like a full minute, so it'll 10 rounds of combat. It's a long time.
I'm just checking, like, how long do I get to keep rolling that dice?
Yeah. Okay, so you swing at it, and do you have it? You don't have advantage because you not. It's not the assassination. Yeah, it's just sneak attack. Right, because it's first. Yeah, it's first attack. All right, yeah, you whiff basically swinging at it and just miss.
Them being by me, like, focusing on me.
Is she flanking?
Technically, yes. You could do an advantage that way.
I don't know these guys. That was 1 point better, 11.
11?
Yeah.
That sucks so bad. I should just give it to you, but I'm not gonna. Okay, so you swing at it and still are unable to miss, or unable to hit. Unable to miss. That would be awesome. All right, Caleb, you're up.
I target the closest one to me, and I got a 21 to hit.
Holy crap!
I have a +5.
Yeah, on firebolt or
Yep.
melee firebolting.
Firebolt.
Okay, how much damage?
9 damage.
9 damage. You set another little shot of fire off your hands. Hits him. It's patting itself down. It doesn't look like it's doing very well though. Nero,
Great. How many are currently surrounding me?
you've got 2 that are coming up on you.
If these things take you down, I'm gonna make fun of you for the rest of your life.
Look, there's not much else you can do to me that you haven't already. I lost a bard bet because of you. I've already died once. I'm running out
That
of
was
things.
because of me.
Anyway.
He's like, in a roundabout way, you didn't die. So
Great. So I'm gonna first bonus action heal. Ooh, wow. Finally a good heal roll.
okay.
And so
Got my blade song again.
don't. Turns out we do not hear the people sing. Alright, so my first attack roll.
I mean, you've got a bard sitting in the back basically doing nothing.
Good lord!
So that's a 22
It's a nat
plus.
20.
Yeah, it's another natural 20.
Oh, roll your. You probably it's probably dead.
Alright.
But-
these again.
Go ahead.
Another kobold is vaporized.
Okay.
If we hit
Wow.
them, we usually take them out.
That-
All one.
No, they're all 3s.
Oh.
So 12 damage.
12 damage plus his stuff
Oh yeah.
plus a modifier.
12 on the die.
Yeah,
Well,
12
I'm
on the
pretty
dice.
sure
it's dead.
I'm pretty sure 12 will evaporate the last one, so 14.
Yep, and you just you
And
swing
then-
back up, slice right through the sucker.
And then I'm going to action surge
Okay.
and take another hit at the next one that's near
Do
me.
you have
Okay.
your extra attack yet?
No, it's 5th level for
Okay.
fighters. Alright, well, it's a +2. That was almost bad.
That was close.
Alright, so that's 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits for sure.
Alright. And that's just 2d6 this time.
Yep.
Oh man. What's with these? Alright, so 6, 8 points of damage to the second one.
8 points of damage. It looks really rough, but not down yet. Fernando, you're up.
How many kobolds are around me first of all?
You've got nothing around you currently. The one that was near you ran.
Let it run. We'll go after the next two that are closest, or the next one that's closest to me, and preferably if they're engaged in combat with someone else too.
Okay.
They can hold the line.
Yeah. Where you are currently at, it would probably be best to have go fight alongside Bjorn and Shalia.
Okay.
Greetings, everybody.
So yeah, you
I'm
got
not
advantage.
sure
On,
if
you got advantage on the roll.
I'm not sure if I'm even going to bother rolling advantage. That was like a 23 to hit.
You could always crit. Not like
Yeah,
it really matters, probably,
Against
but
a 12
And I
HP
did
kobold.
some natural 20, right?
I was close. It was rolled 19 on the dice.
jeez. Okay.
Which makes that a 27. Something ridiculous that it hits.
Yeah.
And I rolled 10 damage.
10 damage.
Mhm.
Okay. It's really not looking good. You slashed into it. It's pretty bad. It's limping across the body of Bjorn as it has been up there trying to stabby on him. Yeah.
I just picture all these things are climbing all over you.
With the little daggers trying to get into my fur.
Yep.
But the fur is just stopping them. It's getting tangled in the hair. As this bird's like.
All those dirt claws, man.
Okay. So 2 more kobolds jump up onto Bjorn, and you suffer a couple of attacks. So that is 15, but it's halved.
So round down, so 7.
7, yeah. And there's one last guy that comes out. This is a little bit larger creature. It's been kind of standing back, and you watch it like pulls out this blade that you can actually watch like it ignites.
And this is why I wanted the longsword out.
It runs. It's going after Nero because you're up front.
Look, when you have a handsome bald sea elf, it is the only. It should be the center of attention.
It's a bald seal.
Which is funny because I wrote like my hair color is.
Oh,
but it doesn't
man.
matter.
How has it been since that?
Episode
No.
0.
Like a day or two.
And, like, contacts.
How long has it been since he got shaved?
About a week.
You're probably getting some stuff
Nope.
back.
No, it won't grow back for 6 months.
Oh, you got waxed. Oh.
Yeah, like I said, doesn't matter anymore. Except for brow color. Other than that,
I thought they waxed that too.
oh, they did.
Yeah,
It
you are
doesn't matter.
head to toe. You have no hair.
It doesn't matter.
You move really well through water.
Yeah.
I'm a sea elf.
I know. I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you a little bit advantage of swimming through water, though, for that.
Fair, if I'm in water, I'm probably raining shelling.
Just like an
It's
extra
true.
5.
So it doesn't.
But an additional 5 feet of movement speed ain't bad.
No, you're welcome.
It's a good thing you lost that fat.
Because we're gonna be in water so much.
It was, it didn't even last one round, man. It was just.
I didn't want to bring
Back
you
to the game.
Anyways, all right. He comes up
Uh-huh.
and immediately just slices up into you. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong. There. How are you doing?
You know what? It's been a long day. Work was kind of in game.
Yeah.
Yeah, not terrible.
It's 6 plus 2, so 6 damage, 6 piercing, and 2 fire.
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
And left.
Are we gonna
is
kill him
damage.
again? Is that what you were wondering?
I just wondering how well he's handling the fight. So he stabs up into you. You take a pretty decent amount of damage.
But if I had the longsword out, it would only have been 1 point of fire damage. The
All right.
DM talked me out of it.
You wouldn't have been able to do anything with it yet.
Sorry, you
So-
talked about it.
Bjorn, your turn.
So all of the enemies are currently on my back except this one.
No. Well, what about the...
Strap.
No, not all the enemies, but you have 4 of them currently
I have 4
all
of them
over
on my
you.
back.
Yes.
I'm gonna run over to this new guy and grapple him. I'm giving him a bear hug. I have advantage on all strength checks while
You are
Raging.
free to do so.
Now,
I've
the
ordered
question
that
is,
20.
do these guys get attack of opportunities when they're
They are riding him currently.
You're not moving out of the range.
Got the enemies on your
But
back.
you guys are.
Yeah.
So yeah, technically yes. They are moving out of attack range. You are free to attack of opportunity on one of each of them.
Because I'm still within range at that time.
I'm going to say that you don't though, because thinking about it, they are on his body. If you miss, you're gonna hit the bear. So just put it as a straight roll. You do have a D4 though, for those with less. He does though.
As a straight
Because
roll?
my
Like a
spiritual
straight up
weapon-
straight roll, or do like
You're
attack
making an
versus
attack
two?
No.
roll. You're making an attack roll.
Yeah.
Well, that's 15 without even adding anything.
Yeah, you hit. Shalia? Yeah, you hit. Roll your damage.
Which
You get your sneak attack because there's people. So yes,
11 damage.
11 damage. Yes, the one that you hit before is gone. Yeah, he's it's just falls dead.
Still hanging on.
I'm sure Shalia killed whatever she killed.
Wait. No, 18.
So Shalia just reaches up and just you watch it just get stuck on the dagger and just gets pulled right off the bear as she just. I think my zipper hit the table. Sorry.
I was like, did he just pop his back? Like,
Yes, I could do with a back pop. Yeah. So you've taken those 2. There's still 2 on you. You definitely grappled the other guy. I sucked compared to that roll. So you're bear grapple. I don't know if you just like this or you're just like I don't know, but you tell me what you're doing.
Just gotta sit on it. Yeah, it is.
Actually, are you gonna bear hug him?
Yes, I'm gonna bear hug him.
Okay. You do this. You reach around and actually do the bear hug. In doing so, you fall.
Just
Wow.
Is he
One
squished
turn,
the
4
other two?
kobolds.
Yeah, in doing so, you killed one of the kobolds on your back, and the other one is able to leap off.
Okay.
it's just like,
This main bad guy here, the big bad here, with the sword. I'm gonna bite now.
Oh my gosh.
Can you grapple?
I don't think you.
I actually did just look it up while I was preparing for this. If you have multiple attacks,
Oh, you can grapple and a
one
single
of
attack.
those-
Yeah. You're good. Bite his head off.
Yes. 19
Hits.
19 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. Damage is 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage.
Yeah.
You bite down into it, and you like. You guys watch, anyone who's nearby, you just see his teeth sink down into this thing's shoulder. It's not his sword arm, but he's still in a lot of pain. And it's just like...
My favorite kind of karma, fast acting.
Yeah.
His movement is now 0.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Mittens, you're up.
Yeah.
It's
Hold the dead on the.
I'm pretty sure he's restrained as well.
Totally dead. Okay, roll your damage. It's a D12. 7 damage. Okay. It's still going, but you can see that it's actually bleeding out of its eyes.
Spiritual weapon.
Uh-huh.
Is that?
a bonus action.
And it's a bonus action.
Right, I can move it over there,
Yeah, you can move it to the bonus action.
and I put it instant one.
You move it and attack?
I was wondering about that. I can double check.
I think you can do one or the other.
I don't know.
Because of the other thing,
Bonus
I don't know if
action
you
to
can do
move
both.
it.
Yes, but I don't know if you
Oh,
can
but
do
I
that
can
because you
Toll
already
the Dead.
used the Toll the Dead.
Right.
So you've
Well,
got it ready to smack.
Spiritual weapon.
Well,
It's
I'm
it's
checking
an
that
attack
one.
of its own. I don't know.
You use your bonus action to command it.
Right. Can't attack with it.
Unless you use your bonus action.
Creatures within range. When you cast a spell, make a melee spell attack against a creature within range. On a hit, the creature. As a bonus action on your turn, you can move the. Yeah, so it is either it's your normal attack.
Okay. So I just move it over so that I can attack next time.
Okay. Cool. All right. It's not looking very good though. There are a few more still around the area. One of them has made its way kind of around and is now actually at Key.
He didn't take damage yet.
I'm tired of the bird being the one who was sympathizing.
Here's the thing. We all love the bird.
This thing comes up and just it slices down on you, 8 damage.
What do you mean? You haven't taken damage.
And there are 2 that run over after Fedial
Okay.
from around the other side. One of them actually does hit.
Well, I mean, my AC is not all that high.
Yeah, same.
That one does 9 damage as it slashes into you.
Ow. Okay.
It is now Key's turn.
Yay! I'm gonna stab it.
Okay, turn around and stabby.
Yep.
Dagger.
Nope. No, wait. Yeah, no, that's an 11.
Dang it. Okay. Yeah.
Apparently 11's our favorite number. We rolled it quite a bit.
Seriously, yeah, we are not the mighty
Especially
9.
when
We
the
are.
AC's 12.
I know. So you take a swing. It's like it's ready to fight. It is now Fedial's turn.
So, real
Wait.
quick.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to disengage.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
gonna use my movement just to get away from it.
Okay, cool. You run away. You,
That's gotta-
running away from it puts you kind of towards the center of the room, or you can run towards the entrance of the main part of this cave.
Towards the center.
Okay, towards the center.
Alright, so, just with the way things are, how many kobolds are still up?
We've got 2 over there,
Okay.
and we've got 4 hanging around. Well, 1 over with you and 2 over with you. So you got 3,
Okay, so I'm
4,
going...
5. So 5
Are we counting
kobolds.
the big guy in that group also?
Yeah, the big guy is one of those things.
So I just got stabbed, basically. I'm just gonna sort of look down at it and be like, and then I'm just gonna face step over to the other one, and when I arrive, a ring of fire comes out and hits all of the kobolds within 5 feet of me.
What?
Because of level 3 phase step, I get some modifications I can do. I'm summer
Allowed
at
you
this
not
point,
fun.
so
That's so cool.
and it hits only the creatures I want it to, so it just hits the kobolds,
Okay, so you're face stepping over to the big bad with the
Mhm.
little. Okay,
and they all take 3 damage.
it's all 3 damage.
I didn't kill the big guy.
One of my back died.
Yeah, so yeah, you toast one of them. The big bad is not looking good. Well, the one that has the fiery blade is not looking good at all. Yeah, and the other one's like they see where you like disappeared and foofed off to with the flame. Now they're running towards that way.
Of course, so and then I'm going.
Well,
to,
they will be anyway.
I'm going to pull my rapier and I'm going to stick the one that he's holding on to.
Can you just do this?
Take him out.
Yeah, because the phase step is
Oh,
his
right.
movement, so he just does that.
Actually, the face step's a bonus action.
Oh, it's a bonus action,
Mhm.
and it just happens to do fire damage.
Yep.
So he can still attack.
Yep. So yeah, I pull my bone rapier out and just
Disadvantage if you're attacking the thing that the bear's holding.
I'll see it. The only one that's still alive, right?
That's near you, yeah. So be very careful what you're doing. I guess since it would be like with everyone around it, so we'll just say a straight roll.
Okay. 12.
12 just hits.
Yes!
Success.
Alright, that's gonna be 6 damage.
6 damage? How do you want to do this?
So, he's got him in the bear hole. I'm just gonna, nonchalantly just sort of pull my rapier and
You just-
a little bit.
And you just watch him just
Kind
he just dies in the arms of the bear.
Yeah. Like a walking stick. You just kind of stick it there and lean over on it.
I mean, he's not even really looking at it. He's just
The other little creatures there, seeing him die, are like, and they just all of them start running off. Yeah, it's definitely not draconic.
I have offended as a character.
That sounds like Spanish, and Zora's like, "How dare you!"
To be fair, I was thinking Scooby-Doo Monster in Mexico, the little bird that talks with that animatronic thing. That's kind of what that sounded like.
They just start running off as best they can. They
Also, I
have
believe
no
it's
interest in
Spanish.
continuing this fight.
I said.
Yeah. So, yeah, they run. They hide. If you guys want to try and continue killing them, that's fine. You don't need to. They don't. I don't think they want to mess with you at this point.
No. Oh, the guy that just died had a nice sword on him.
The guy that just died,
Saying,
he does have a weapon on him.
my lackey should carry it.
As far as size goes, it is not a very large weapon. It looks like it's just like a dirk type thing. It would do really well for anyone who likes to stabby surprise attacks.
I want it.
Does this one have any engravings on it?
No,
It has a small ruby that is embedded into it. No special engravings though.
Oh, so it's just a socketed weapon that someone put a ruby in. Okay. That's Diablo 2 humor for all of you.
I'm gonna take the sword.
Okay, you're gonna take it.
Yeah.
Okay. So she picks it up and she's that. You don't know exactly how to use it at this point.
I will figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah. So that is this cave. Everything else in here seems to be pretty dead, other than the horrible stench that is still in this room.
I'll stop thinking in the morning.
And you guys have helped a little bit, with some of the fire in here, but that's just neither here nor there. Anyways,
Okay, random question. How big was the key to open up that big lock?
about like this. I told you it was like an 8-inch key.
Yeah, well, I just turned it. I got that.
Are you trying to turn the key into a stabby stick?
Maybe.
That would be fantastic.
Really? We now have a Keyblade wielder.
I was going to say it if you did, but I was leaving that one to you.
You can use it is a keyblade wielder, but also is a key, a blade wielder.
Yeah. Key is now a Keyblade builder.
Well, Key was always
It
a
is
blade
Key's
wielder.
Keyblade. Key's blade.
Just make it a throwing weapon while you're at it.
It's a dagger.
Everything's a throwing weapon.
Everything's a throwing weapon to me.
I was
Okay.
gonna try to do that, but then you picked up all the swords, so.
Okay, so you guys have some decent loot that you came out with.
And Nero does say, so the swords are over there if you'd like to pick them up, and starts walking out of the cave.
Since he's dumped everything but his great sword and lance.
I'll pick up the sword you drop.
Okay.
Can I see that there are engravings on these ones?
If you're going over there with Calum, yes, you can definitely see there's
Okay.
engravings.
I'm just gonna use comprehend languages as a ritual real quick.
Yeah. The engravings that are on the one you catch really quickly. It has the ancient elemental names on
Okay.
them. Just like a single syllable reference to each element.
Yeah.
You have the idea of what it will do. You've probably also heard what Calum had said,
Oh, I'm talking
possibly.
about the dual wield ones.
Yeah, the dual wielding ones. You can see that they say each of them has the same inscription around the hilt. And it says flashlight lightning to the heart.
Okay. I tell them what the translation is.
Or strike like lightning to the heart. The best you can tell.
Oh, I
Shot through the heart.
At first I heard flashlight lightning.
Yeah.
It was like,
Flash light lightning. Strike like lightning.
So like fly like a bumblebee? Bumblebee?
Wow.
Yeah, no.
Float
I'm
like a
leaving it
butterfly, sting like a bee. Is that what you meant?
I don't think bumblebees in particular are anywhere near that, especially because they're the bees that are like, oh, thunk, oh, just hold on, thunk, thunk, I'll get this done.
Bumbles bounce.
Oh man, okay. So yeah, that's what you catch off of those blades.
All right. I'm gonna go back and check on Credence.
I suspected you probably would.
The wagon.
When he gets outside, the greatsword is currently stuck in the ground at the entrance of the cave.
I pick it up.
Okay.
Caleb, I assume you picked up those swords because,
Yeah.
like, once I
said I.
Okay.
I'm going to pick them
Yeah,
up.
because I wasn't going to pick them up. So.
Okay, so you got a whole bunch of weapons that you're wrapping
Don't
and
worry,
carrying.
I'll be unloading them in not too distant future.
Yeah, I figured. So you've got those. You pick up the great sword as well and heft that over your shoulder and keep that with you. So you've just tossed them all, huh?
I don't appreciate me calling a lackey.
Oh man, his pride's gonna get him.
Yeah, it's sort of a cut your nose off to spite your face sort of
Yeah.
situation.
Anyways, here we go.
Oh,
So
I find his lance somewhere along the way too.
no, that's his weapon. So you guys make it back to camp. As you do, you hear this. And
One day.
you hear, ja, nurkoturkin desten daitin vistökyrty.
Is this a language any of us recognize at all?
Is my comprehend languages still going?
How long does it last?
An hour?
An hour? Yes, yes.
Okay.
Oh,
it can be written, but it's also spoken.
It's also spoken?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're actually. This is Calum, you probably would know. You two would probably know. Fernando might be familiar with it. It's Ska'ar. It's a Ska'ar language. For you, you catch this rough speaking of, I can't believe that you took that thing down. It's been bothering even us. We'll leave you alone on the trails if you'll just stay away from the village. And then, yeah, we'll keep our way out of there, no problem.
Just for the viewers, what is a Ska'ar?
Oh, I apologize. Ska'ar in my world are basically orcs. Their culture and such is vastly different. Probably a bit more like the Klingons of Star Trek, if we got any nerds like that out there. Like me. Anyways.
You saw that out there. He's wearing a Starfleet freaking jacket.
Yes! I assumed you guys. That's not... I mean those watching.
They're watching D&D.
Yeah. Anyways. All right. Yeah, so as you come into camp, you see this well-armored, like, stout Ska'ar. I mean, he looks like he could probably handle quite a bit of a fight with anybody, and looks like he has actual scars. He's got quite a bit of wounds on him, and seems to have a few heads for trophies hanging on his belt.
Fun. Anyone I recognize?
No. Most of them actually seem to be other Ska'ar. Oh, that would be so sad. Anyways,
Eternal vengeance.
yeah, you can see he's talking with him, and Credence is just kind of making his way. As you guys come into camp, he turns immediately and just like, and you're like, it's an ambush, and you hear.
Calm down.
To be fair though, Because Nero left before these guys did, so Nero would be the first one
That's
there.
actually true. You would be the first one to walk in.
Oh no!
Oh, guys, let's
So
go
yeah,
round
he
5.
turns. It's an ambush. Except nicht durchkrach. And Credence is like, nein, I in the douche to feed the tarku.
So he yells that.
No, he's just an idiot.
So he yells that in a language I don't understand. I'm just gonna yell something in aquatic with him. It's basically like, I can say stuff too. Just like, I walk in, stuff is being yelled at me, I stop, look at him, and just like, in aquatic go, I can say things too in another language.
And he just puts his blade back. And Credence is like, you could always make yourself heard a little bit better.
I was speaking clearly.
Yeah, just you hear someone talking like that, maybe make sure you don't sound like you're sneaking up on them.
I don't do sneaky.
Yeah, whatever.
Out of the underbrush.
Well, looks like we've got safe passage this direction. If we want to go, the Scar are a little bit happy about not having to deal with that Minotaur.
Fun.
But I still think that we should probably take this stuff back to the other town first.
Definitely. Also, is the other guy awake yet?
Yeah, I think he might be. He's not too bad.
Are you able to travel, senor? Too late.
No, I'm gonna have to ride on the cart.
I was about to
think.
say, we have a cart. Yes, it's laden with stuff, but it's still...
So,
Doesn't necessarily mean that travel
just
well.
to explain for you, because you weren't here, the guys that accompanied you taking the cart to the Minotaur, they seem to all be holding back, and these guys called him out on some things. Out of honor, they weren't going to go back and be caught, like be held accountable for their stuff, so they killed themselves right there on the spot. You were able to actually spare the dying on one of them and kept one of them from getting totally dead. And so they've been keeping him so that he could restore a little bit and they could question him.
I want to have a conversation about that with that guy when he wakes up.
Yeah, so he's been tied up in the cart. Now he's tied up in the cart next to a Minotaur head. It's gonna scare the frack out of him. But yeah.
He comes to.
Yep.
I knew it. I'm in hell.
Yeah, he's just been making noises over there.
There's noise that.
No, just grunting and such. I think he's having a bad dream. I would too if I had a blade stuck in me like that. Anyways.
Don't forget the smell.
Yeah. The Scar that's there, he just looks. Ja, dur tumpang carreveste fitter te kunte. Porcur se fitter juste. And he just kind of walks off. Like, my Scar is not that perfect anymore. I haven't been using it for a very long time.
I sarcastically say,
Oh, really? Thank you very much.
When it work, please, I just want to say bye, and it's all English. Like, yeah.
You know Scar?
Yep.
It just kind of turns.
Yeah, that's the reaction.
What were they saying in that exchange?
Basically just said stay away and then spit.
Okay.
I say happy trails in aquatic while waving.
Yeah, he doesn't care. So,
He can be added to
I
the list.
growl in bear. I mimic growl in bear.
okay. All right, so yeah, you guys are able to make it back to the village at this point if you want to go that way. If you don't, you can run off with an enormous hoard of gold.
No,
that is everyone's personal belongings from the city.
We are going back to town.
I could care less one way or the other. I don't want the gold, so.
Couldn't care less. Okay.
Nope.
What do you say?
We're going back.
I'm under contract. I'm here with him.
Okay, Caleb and him are down to take it back. Key, Shalia.
I'm gonna take a cut because I mean they should pay us for getting rid of the monsters.
You
Sleight of
got a fancy knife.
And 100 and something gold.
Yeah, and a cape and
Whatever was in
I'm
it.
gonna take a cut.
I've got an
because
incriminating
That is
letter.
not from.
You
the
do have an
village.
incriminating
That is
letter.
from
Which one?
The one that the dude who killed himself wrote.
They can
Oh, I also have
barely
my letters.
afford to
Yep.
live as it is.
I don't know about those letters though. I know.
I
about these.
specifically said that when I got back from dying. I was like, look, I'm done with this.
Yeah. Oh,
I mentioned those out loud.
Oh, you know,
I did not
just
even remember
take
that. Okay.
fancy pieces and little pieces.
Okay. Well, then I've got those two then.
I'm listening to both conversations.
I know, it's just gonna
The listeners are gonna have a hard time.
Yeah,
now.
that's what I'm saying.
Sorry.
There's two conversations going on.
So yes, you have your letters. You've got your letter.
Okay.
You guys are fighting over getting money.
I'm saying we leave the card alone.
I'm gonna pocket 20 pieces of gold.
Sleight of hand. Unless you don't care if he sees.
Oh, I don't care if he sees.
Okay, then you just take the gold off. Caleb, you do with that whatever you're gonna do. The rest of you feel that you need to return it, yeah? I mean, Credence is like, you should take the card back. You already said that.
So don't get me wrong, I don't feel the need to return it. I'm just following them.
I already got 15 gold from the cards, but I got it from the other guy.
Yeah, I know you did.
I'm debating taking a bit off, but
Jeez. Mittens, where are you standing on all of this?
no, we should just take it back.
Yeah, she's good.
I'm going to be coming out of the round now.
Yeah. Turn back into you. Went from blue furry thing to blue furry thing.
Yeah.
Depending on what color his bear is.
I really want to be
I think it'd be hilarious.
Bear on the big blue house.
All right. So I'm sorry. I'm a little shaky on how exactly short rests work. Is it something where we can travel like relaxed enough that we can have a short rest?
You need to sit and actually rest for an hour.
Okay.
I'm gonna ride in the cart and start identifying all the stuff.
Okay. So if you...
So I'm gonna ask Bjorn if I can borrow his axe,
Okay.
Oh, yeah, sure.
and I'm gonna start identifying the paired swords and his axe.
Okay.
I don't say anything.
I take it kind of
I figured.
work position, and I guess I'll roll perception just to see if it's any better than my passive.
Okay. Roll your perception. Watching. Anyone else running guard on the
Also
cart?
have
I'll run guard on the back.
Okay.
Perception.
Nat 20!
Nice.
Or is that
That's gone. Lasts for a minute. That's gone a long time ago.
Perception?
Did you ever use
No.
the bardic inspiration I gave you?
No.
You could use that. It lasts 10 minutes.
Alright, I'll see what I roll and then we'll work.
At this point, it's probably gone.
Okay, never mind. Then you have to walk back.
Alright, so perception.
Perception is 22.
Good
22 is
lord,
nice.
man!
That's a natural 20, so that's a 22.
You both nat 20'd your perception.
This is his
Give
like,
him-
third
give him
nat
plus
20.
two.
I know. Seriously, you have crit like
Alright,
crazy
so
today.
we're both 22 perception, right?
So
Yeah.
one in the front, one
You're
in the
doing
back.
great. You don't see anything currently that is of any danger. You do see a deer walking through if you guys are in need of meat.
The cart is laden with meat and gold. I don't think we're that on that right now.
Yeah, I didn't think you would be worried. So,
We had the board, didn't we?
No, we also had just the cart
they
itself
had
meat
food
and
offering
tribute.
type stuff, yeah.
And considering the fact the Minotaur is dead, that food is probably going to be returned back, but they probably wouldn't miss it.
I mean, it's
Well, depending on what food it is, it's probably going to...
Yeah, no, exactly.
Whether or not it was preserved, yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, what, a day, 2 day trip?
It's now been about 3 days because you had some time to rest between fights.
What time of year is it actually?
It is fall, so it's cooler,
Okay.
but still, that meat's probably not doing super great.
Yeah.
It's had stuff like I'm sure it's had flies and things landing on it. It's got eggs and crap.
Usually that's a detail that tends to be skipped over for fun campaigns. Is what time of year, what's the weather like? Not
Yeah.
that I would miss.
Yeah, it's cooler. This is like really late summer, so it's getting actually colder at night, but it's still decent through the day. Yes.
Sorry. I don't mean to interrupt. I apologize.
No, you're okay.
Okay. So, I'm like, as we're walking, I'm just gonna sort of stop and be like, well, nature calls, and I'm gonna walk off into the woods a little bit,
Okay.
out of earshot and eyesight, and I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts.
On them?
No, I cast it on me, not on a target, and then I can focus on people while I've got it active.
Oh, how long does that last?
Not that long. It's concentration up to 1 minute, so it's not very long.
Okay, so you cast as you're coming back, basically.
Yeah. And then I'm going to go over to Shalia.
Okay.
And so you were asking about some information recently, and I'm really interested. What had you so curious?
Oh, well, it's my homeland, so it's my people. Sometimes I'm curious about the stories people have.
So for the viewers and myself, what are we asking about? Because I don't know what you're talking about.
So,
She's Yagamoth. Some of the people who attacked us on the boat were Yagamoth.
And for our
She
viewers,
asked him
Yagamoth is drow.
She asked him about the Yagamoth.
A lot worse than Drow, but yes.
she specifically asked me about a particular house that they had the symbol of, and if I knew anything about it. And so, would that make you think of anything in particular? Because I would basically tell you. I can.
So, if you do not want the rest of the party to know, you can write them down and give them to him.
Are you guys good at metagaming? Bad at metagaming or good at metagaming?
I'm sarcastic.
Write something down and give it to him.
Sorry, I gotta do my character thing.
Yeah, we got the two people over here that actually use paper, so.
Yeah.
To be fair,
Newspaper, I use it to doodle on.
I mean, like, we were.
Keep my stuff in a book too. I just don't have all the other stuff. Alright, so you're gonna get that out of her. Around the same time, Mr. Perceptions. I just gotta check here really quick. Ooh. You do see you see something moving in the trees up ahead of you, Fernando.
Okay.
It is definitely not something that should be in the trees. You're like, and you suspect it's someone that's probably plotting to attack.
Oh, he sees it too. Then
do I?
From behind,
back
if you're checking the back, trying to keep rear guard, like you may not catch this as quickly as he does.
Right.
but
you do catch one.
I have the crossbow. It's cocked and loaded, so I.
Yeah, you can take a fire at it if that's what you want to do, and then give everyone warning or whatever you're gonna do.
First thing is I go and put like a hand up, like the universal like hold, take a shot. How far out is it?
It's got about 50 feet of range. I think on your crossbow you're 60 foot until you're at disadvantage.
80 foot actually.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. You're good.
320 is long range.
Yep. So go ahead and fire at it.
Try the other dice. Even though the other one gave me that 20. We'll try not to overly tax it. It's a 14 to hit.
Just misses. So you fire a bolt and just kind of through the trees, and you watch. You just see like a quick twitch, and yeah, it's still in the tree, but it's visible. It's not run off.
What would be doing if it tried to dodge a crossbow bolt?
At this point, though, it is going to return fire, and it puts down a shot on you. You take 9 piercing damage from the crossbow.
What's that? If I had 2.
No, you can't. So, you get hit with an arrow from that distance.
Attaque! In the trees!
And at that point, like after that happens, you watch it just kind of it's gone. You're not currently being attacked after that shot. So I don't have you in initiative, but you guys need to be watching. Any plans? Did you give him his stuff? Okay. I want to know.
You wanna know?
I will know later. Okay. What are you guys doing? You got your friend sticking has an arrow stuck in him at this point.
That's a strong word.
Please help.
Your compatriot, your companion, whatever you want to say.
Well, as far as I'm aware, I'm still
I mean,
identifying.
whatever I can do.
Yeah, you're still you were identifying stuff.
At least medicine.
During that time, you were able to get the axe. It also has a fire enchantment on it. It does a D6 fire damage additional to being a great axe, so it's D12 plus a D6.
Okay, and I return that to Bjorn.
Yeah. And then the other weapons, those babies are cool. They do on a standard. They do a D8 lightning when they hit. They only do a D6. It's just a D6 regular, right? As a short sword. They'll do a D8 lightning if they hit. On a crit, they will do 3 D8 lightning.
Shoot. Okay.
You also know that instead of doing that, if you want to, they can expend their charge between a short rest and actually cast the lightning spell itself, and so you can use them to cast lightning once between a short rest. So those are really cool weapons.
I'm gonna hold on to those for
But
now.
they don't each carry that. You have to use both of them to cast the
they're
lightning
gonna be
spell.
paired.
Yeah. Okay. So that's what those things are. You still dealing with your friend. You're trying to heal him up.
Yeah, I'm at least doing medicine and getting the crossbow.
Okay, so you get the arrow out of him and get him patched up. While you guys are riding along.
I mean, unless we all want.
I can use a little.
I'm fine.
So how much damage did that crossbow shot
I
do?
can do.
8.
It was 8?
Yeah, I told you it was 8 damage.
I can
It
do
wasn't a
prayer of
crossbow
healing,
fire though. It was
'cause I
an
got
arrow.
too, and
Yeah, it
so
was a
did
bow.
he.
Yeah,
I was
I'm
not
about
actually used to
1
count
to
from
14.
12.
I'm about 5.
Okay. Nero,
Hmm?
8 damage from an arrow into your back.
On a 1 to 28, I'm a bit lower than you are. So 8?
And this time you guys are going to want to roll initiative.
And I'm
I was
gonna
gonna do
start my
prayer of
blade song.
healing
I don't think you got
before
time.
we.
You're going to throw out healing?
It's a bonus.
Yeah.
Roll out your healing.
Is
Prayer of
10
healing.
minutes.
10 minutes.
Oh,
But
is it?
we don't have
It
time.
says instantaneous.
Casting
Oh,
time.
casting time is 10. Duration.
Yes! Finally! A good roll!
I know, I'm the same here.
Bad
Ah.
roll.
Nice!
I think our luck switched.
All right, 25 to 20.
Initiative 4.
Okay.
I guess
You know where
right.
Fernando is.
Well, ironically, I
Still ahead of the other guy. They rolled a freaking 1.
So I.
Well, yeah, you barely got higher than him, so
I got a 22.
22.
Going on
Nice.
21.
Caleb and Bjorn. Okay. 20 to 15. 18.
19.
19 Ferial, and then Shalia. Nero.
Nero got a 4.
Ooh, Nero's down here too.
So we got one guy up in the trees.
What was the roll on the dice? Was it 4? Okay.
Yes, you go
Fernando.
first.
Okay.
Okay, Mittens and Key.
14.
I got 5.
Okay. Okay, Kalen's up.
Okay, can I see where the thing shooting us is?
Roll me a perception.
It's a 20.
A 20. Yes, you do catch it. It's in the trees up above.
All right.
To your left, it seems to be about 50 feet away from you. It's 30 feet up. Well, sorry. It is, yeah, so 50 feet, 30 feet.
There's a 20 hit for firebolt.
Does a 20 hit for firebolt? Yes. Your firebolts are crazy today.
That's 10 damage.
10 damage. Just, you hit it. It bursts into flame around him, and you just watch him just kind of coat it down. It's gone.
But if Academy and the leaves on fire, it did fall after all.
It is, yes.
The leaves are more than it's a little
But
more
I
than
hit
just a
him,
color.
not the leaves.
Yeah. But that small little thing, you probably catch a leaf or two here.
It's more than just a color. It's a reality. They are on fire.
All right.
Fine.
Suddenly, Bjorn the bear.
Only you can prevent fires.
All right. Caleb, he returns fire, puts a arrow into you, 5 damage.
My AC is currently 19.
Yes, he still hits.
Shield?
Your AC was 19 plus shield.
It's gonna be plus shield now, so it's now 24.
Okay, that doesn't hit.
So you were singing?
Yep.
Yeah.
I started my blade song.
Yeah, he did. So the arrow just kind of bounces off.
I love my AC.
Bjorn, your turn.
Okay.
Oh, and with that, you watch the guy just disappears.
Okay. Can I see anywhere around us if he's around?
Roll perception. Basically, at this point, you guys are probably going to have to roll perception to even find these guys at any point. They do not seem to
that
be
is
wanting
an
to
18.
face you. 18.
Man, I'm so glad to be
Yes.
here. He would just light the forest on
Okay.
fire.
Yes, he would. He would just drop a fire strike. Die all.
I'm going past ice knife at this guy.
Okay. This looks like it's the same one you've been tracking from the attack that Caleb had, from when Caleb attacked.
Yeah.
He's moved. He's in a different tree, but it seems to be the same guy.
Okay. So I'm
Throwing ice knife.
Ice knife at him. Does a 23 hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Fire.
Okay.
Ice.
He needs to make a dex save.
Okay, I need to make a dex save.
Man, everything changed from the fire next time.
Ooh, what do I have to say? What do I have to make? What's your DC? Oh yeah, okay.
Okay. Then
Roll your damage, and I have to do. It's half if.
no, it's he does not take the area damage, but he still takes the hit.
The hit. Okay.
So he takes 2 points of damage.
2 points of damage. So just kind of nails him for a second. Not too bad. It is now Fedial.
Okay. So, do I need to do a perception check to see if I can see him too?
He is not currently hidden
Okay. All right. Then,
since he was able to find him.
and he's still up in the trees.
Yes, he's up in the trees.
Okay, I'm gonna cast sleep on him.
Okay. Seriously.
I mean, if it works, again, it's one of those things where it's like, it's worth a shot.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly a combat heavy thing. This little sleep spell's not terrible.
Are you okay, Josh?
Mm-hmm.
Are you almost dead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that surprising?
No. But you're also kind of like the upfront. You put yourself out to be
I know.
watched and hit.
My only question is, why didn't we take a long rest?
Good question.
Because we were walking?
Yeah, we had already set up camp.
No, we hadn't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
you get
woke
the-
up from camp.
Yeah.
fought the Minotaur, went to the cave, and then came back to camp.
Yeah.
Well, 14.
14?
Yeah.
14 misses to hit.
No, that's
Oh,
not the hit.
14.
14 hit.
Yeah, 14 hit points. Yeah. Sorry, I apologize.
It's okay. I
Um,
can't roll above a 4 on this D8.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay. Yeah, 14. You cast. Nothing happens.
the tree falls asleep though.
Yes,
tree's
because
got
the
way
tree
more
has.
than
I
14
was gonna say the
points.
tree's got more than that.
Just birds.
Yeah.
And a single squirrel.
Unless
Alright.
we were in the iron. One.
Well, I give bardic inspiration to Nero again.
Okay, Shalia, you're up.
I want to try to see if I can tell what person or thing we are headed?
Okay.
Is that like a perception investigation?
If you want to get real close to it, you can definitely find out real fast. If you're trying to just figure it out, give me an insight. Just based on everything, what your gut's going to tell you.
14?
14? Yeah, you got a feeling of who they are. You personally might know who they are.
Oh, shoot.
Is that really surprising? Well, again, metagaming. No.
What did she think?
Is
What
that
did she
still
think?
going?
Yeah, it's still going.
It lasts for
Yeah,
10.
energy,
It lasts.
oh, shoot.
It lasts for 10 minutes.
1 minute.
1 minute. It's done at this point.
Oh, is it? Okay.
We've been traveling enough for him to do.
I figured it was just like because I was just talking to her and it's like, oh, you see someone in the trees and they start shooting me.
Well, yeah, I know. It's hard to kind of keep track of the game clock versus the
Yeah.
Sometimes.
yeah. So yeah, it would have been gone at this point.
Okay.
But you probably have a decent idea if you're watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have an idea of who they are.
That idea in my head, I'm probably going to go into the trees and stealth to try to get closer.
Okay, roll stealth.
Not so bad. Hold on. Thanks,
Oh.
25.
Oops.
What?
25.
25 is pretty dang good.
8 dice is a D10, not a D8.
Which direction were you running towards?
I'd be going towards them, but kind of like in a round.
Well, there's two. There's one. There's. It seems that there was one behind because that he got shot, and there was one up front.
The one that does not have most of the attention on it.
Okay, so you're going towards the back.
Yep.
Okay.
How close do I get? 30
Um.
feet of it.
Well, you don't know where the one in the back is,
Mhm.
so you're running towards nothing at this point. You kind of yeah. But you're trying to keep yourself stealthed.
Mhm.
To your knowledge, you're doing a good job. You don't see him upon you yet,
You're doing pretty safe.
but you're doing pretty good with a decent roll. So yeah, at this point, you're not seeing him though. You can roll me a perception really quick just to
Yeah.
see.
18.
18. You're not seeing him.
So you're moved on or being stealthy.
Okay, Key, what are you doing?
Probably further than 40 feet, huh?
Yeah, again, 50 feet, 30 feet up.
I'm gonna hide in the cart. Make myself not a target.
Okay.
Just like get right next to the Minotaur head and just like squish myself in there so I'm even harder to hit.
Okay, roll your stealth just for your hiding.
Natural 20.
Yeah, you just look like a lump of Minotaur head.
It's 25 total. Yeah. No, just like I don't want to get hit by arrows, and I can't get to them, and I don't want to leave the car, so I'm just like,
Huh.
Okay.
I never noticed that Minotaurs have feathers before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mittens, you're up.
On Nero.
Cure wounds on Nero.
Wounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dump some Heelys on him.
8.
8.
Points.
That's good. That cured his wound from the arrow.
They cured one arrow.
Yeah. Fernando.
Okay.
Thank you.
So I call it Nero is like, get out later. So, which is basically stay alert, so watch my back.
I don't know what your language is, dude.
I don't care.
It's what he's gonna say. It's
like get out later. Point to the point where he is if you see him. I also, with that, cast rally on you.
My problem with that is the first part of it, I don't know what language you're speaking. So I get the second part, which doesn't make sense without the first part.
yeah. You're just gonna have to deal with the situation where he says point if you see him.
That's
Alright,
what I would
what's
do.
rally do?
You gain 7 hit points.
Oh.
Temporary. They're 7 temp hit points.
Okay.
With that's bonus action, and so aside from that, I take a shot.
Okay. You're taking a
If I
shot at
see
the
him.
one. You're taking a shot at the one that's still open, right, from the ice knife.
Yeah, whichever one I can see.
Yeah, that one.
18 to hit.
18 to hit. That does hit.
Sweet.
Can you use a shield while using a crossbow?
No.
No.
Yes.
Still 16.
Well, if it's a light crossbow with
It's a
one
light
hand,
crossbow. It's not a hand crossbow, however, it's a light crossbow. There's a difference between the two.
yeah, there's the hand crossbow. Light crossbow or a heavy crossbow are both two-handed, to my knowledge. Maybe I'm wrong.
9 damage.
9 damage. All right. You just hear him. Is that this? Just kind of pulls the thing out, and like at that point, it's not looking super happy about it. Hasn't moved yet because it can't. The other one though, you need to make me a strength check.
One. It's a natural one.
That's awesome. So you feel a hand from behind you just pull you. You're straight off your feet and pulled back in complete open. He has a hold of you and a knife straight to you. And just
Do I understand that? And if so, try
you do. And he just says, "You abandoned your family and have been sent, and we've been sent to handle the job."
And not. We made a deal. I want a bit of cards. I had 3 years. It's been 2.
A heart attack, bro.
He
One more year.
he just says, "That is no deal," and rolls to hit.
Disadvantage because he's grappling her?
Oh no.
I tried.
Sorry, folks.
Oh, dude. You still.
Yes, I know.
So he stabs you in the gut for 10 damage.
Hey, I'm still up, guys.
That probably hurt a lot.
Yeah.
And then he just says, "I want to watch you die." As he just kind of pulls back and looks into your, like he pulls you, like holding, and just pulls you back, and he can just looks into your eyes. You can see the purple hue and that gray dead skin, the white hair falling out from around his hood. I think you may know the actual person himself. Wasn't someone you exactly enjoyed. Okay. Also I need to do this real quick. Okay. Yeah. It is now Caleb's turn.
Alright, there's one I can still see, right?
Yes.
Okay. 22 to hit.
22 to hit. Okay.
9 damage.
9 damage. Okay.
Are we back at the top of the initiative?
Yeah, it was his turn.
Yeah, I didn't go.
You didn't go because Mittens healed you and I completely forgot. Nero, you need to go. I apologize.
Okay, I was confused.
You will still get your 9 damage. Just let him do his thing. Sorry. I apologize, Nero.
Yeah, no problem.
Alright,
Lots of people in the lineup. I apologize.
so perception check to try and see the one that has her. Would that take my full action? Or would that...
No, just make a perception check real quick. It's just going to be a quick just scan.
Oh. No, probably not.
What'd you roll?
10.
Yeah, you don't. I had to roll and see how my stealth was doing. It was actually pretty on point. So
Apparently mine was not.
yours was really good. I happened to have really high end perception when
Like,
I
anytime you
rolled
think
against
you have
you.
something that you can't possibly get beaten, Matt will find a way.
Yeah.
Just don't hold anything dear.
I
'cause
do
it's
I
not
do
gonna
I do
happen.
I do promise, like, I don't screw with my rolls.
No, he doesn't.
But-
That was more frustrating.
It just
It
gives
just
his enemies
happened.
really high pluses.
Yeah. No, these guys do have a little bit more stuff because
I'm messing. with
yeah.
you.
But anyway,
But above all else, do not hold dear to magic items.
especially if you're Tay, because he likes to go and get himself blown up.
So, a little bit of background in in our last game, he probably lost everything he owned like 2 or 3 times.
5 times, I can't count.
Not everything he owned, just a lot of it.
Well, at least one time he lost everything.
He did
And
that.
I was
that
left buck naked.
yes, you.
Naked man.
Because magic.
Yeah, we had the naked elf joke running for a long time from that game, from the very first session.
But that time it wasn't me.
No, you're right, it wasn't. Now, what'd you roll?
Probably no, really. So that's a 11, 12, 13.
13 to hit.
Yeah,
does not.
You still got the bardic inspiration.
That's with Bardic Inspiration.
Oh. Okay. No, does not hit. Calum, you shoot off and it does 9 damage.
Yep. Oh, and my shield is now gone.
Yep.
Okay. If I need to, it will come back.
Okay. At this point, he moves and he's disappeared. Whew. All right, and rolls to hit. From behind, Kalen takes an arrow in the back.
Shield?
Can you shield something you
It's
have
a
no idea?
reaction to being hit.
It is a reaction to being hit.
Yes.
How does that work?
It's
like
magic.
a magic barrier that I can produce.
I know, but if you've already been hit, how does that work?
It's
Is it triggered
it's
by
the
contact?
meta.
Yeah, that's really meta.
Be like something like it hits, like it's triggered by contact or by something.
It's okay.
force?
It's okay. I guess how much does it go? It goes up to 23,
24.
24. This still just hits.
Oh.
So it's okay. This one actually got through, but I was a little worried I wasn't gonna get through. Anyways, yeah. Anyway,
You're not impenetrable. I'm just not
it's
squishy.
pretty nasty at level 3. That's some insane
Without armor.
AC. Yeah.
I mean,
So
he has to burn through a spell slot to keep.
he
that
does
going.
have to burn through slots for it.
Which is why I wanted to get that leather armor so I can save myself a spell slot for mage armor.
Yeah. All right. So you got that. Just an arrow hits you in the back. It does. I said 9 damage.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Yeah.
How are you doing health wise?
That's the first damage I've taken. So I'm on a scale from 1 to 21. I've got 12.
Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. So that is his turn. Bjorn,
Okay, do we see where this
you'll
one
need to
is?
roll perception to see him again.
Okay. I don't care which one I see, so
Yep.
whichever one.
Just
it is.
roll a perception.
Natural 20.
Yeah. All right. In doing so, you actually can see that you catch that there's some sort of stuff. You weren't up in the trees. You were down in the brush,
Yeah.
but in the trees. You catch that there's something going on near the back side of the cart, near the trees, over on one side, and then on the other side, not on the back of the cart, but kind of this like further back towards the cart, like towards the back of the cart on the side. There's stuff there, so you know that they keep kind of like triangulating, basically trying to keep on either side and keep rotating around.
And does that will give me which one Shalia is by?
Yes, you do. You can tell that Shalia seems to be over near the back of the cart,
Okay.
and
I will try and go by.
you're gonna run
that
over
one.
there.
Yeah, see if I can help her out.
Okay. Are you bearing over there? Are you?
I'm out of wild shapes.
Oh, you're out of wild shape.
We take a short rest.
Okay, so you gotta run as a furbolg for
Yes.
once.
You have a great eye.
Yes, I do have that great axe.
You
I have
know
a
what it
question
does?
about that. I do know what it does. Does it require attunement?
It does require some
Okay.
attunement. You
So
have
I
to
can't
figure out
use
how to.
the fire right now, but
Yeah.
is it naturally just like a +1 weapon?
No,
with the
it's
fire or just
not.
the fire?
It's just got the fire. So it right now. It's just a D12.
Okay. So I will run over to that, and see if I can hit him with an axe.
Okay.
Does a 18 hit?
18 does hit. Now he is grappling her. I need you to roll a disadvantage to not hit Shalia.
Don't hit me.
Didn't I ask if he was grappling her and you said no?
Well, he was holding on to her. Yes, he did have a hold of her,
13 is the
but not like so. He pulled her back, right?
Yeah.
Like this to stab. He was holding that. At this point, she's hurting, and he's pulled back to look at her face, right? And this shouldn't really be a disadvantage to that when you're stabbing a knife into somebody's stomach.
Yes, but that's the grapple mechanics are weird, but it's the idea that you like while trying to hold.
Yeah.
The only reason I bring this up is because we had this conversation.
This is
with
true.
Vito.
I could roll at a disadvantage for it and take that back, but she doesn't have good AC.
No, I don't.
So I don't think I was gonna fail that. Just to say, I did not fail on a disadvantage roll.
Fair enough.
To be fair,
Alright, me with disadvantage, I got 13 against him.
at disadvantage you got a 13 against him. Okay, that does not hit, but it does not hit Shalia.
Okay.
So you take a swing, and he just kind of pulls back with her in arm, to get away from the axe. It is Fairy Owl's turn.
Bonus action.
Oh,
Giving word on Shalia.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
good. Good. Seeing that she's injured, that's good.
All right. So the bear has just run off.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyone who sees,
Not a
well,
bear.
he's not a bear, but the furbolg.
Sorry.
Anyone who sees the furbolg go running into the trees, they're gonna know he saw something.
Okay. But we don't know where the other one is, correct?
You do not currently know where the other one is.
Can I do a perception check?
Yes.
Okay.
Perception check to see where he's at.
All right. You know what? No, I'm done with the rolling tray. It's been too bad. 15.
15
Yes.
misses.
Okay.
Or wait, sorry.
Perception.
Perception. 15 for perception. You actually do see.
Okay.
You catch the one that's over, not the one where he's at, because you already kind of know where that's at. But looking for the other, you actually do see him.
All right. I cast sleep as a second level spell this time.
Okay.
Because
You want
Do you-
CD8s.
Do you not like it when I cast sleep or something, Josh?
Dude, you have so many other options.
No, I don't.
Vicious mockery.
He's
Vicious
not a
Mockery does a D4 damage.
He's not
And he's got a save of D4
he's not a fighter.
13.
Yeah,
This
he's
guy's
not-
this guy's a
No.
role player character, like not a very great fighting
Sleep?
character.
If he falls asleep in a tree, he's dead.
See what Shalia did.
Shalia's not in the trees.
Exactly. So neither is he. Oh wait,
I'm doing
never
You're
mind.
doing it on the other one.
Never mind. Yeah.
The other one.
Also, the light. Yeah, never mind.
Sleep is fine.
Okay.
And is it off their max hit points or their current hit points?
They're current.
That's a lot of d8s. Holy crap, man.
30 hit points.
30 hit points?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He died.
All right.
Wasted.
Oh, remember, elves cannot be put to sleep by magic.
Ha ha ha! Caleb, I love you, dude. That was really mean to do to your brother.
I'm sorry, man. But that's like the big thing.
You're
with
so
our
right,
friend.
I
You're
forgot.
You're right.
Oh my gosh, I'm so used to like taking
I-
care of all that. So if he
and
can't
see,
be charmed or sleeped,
If I'd been thinking
Slept.
about it, like, that wouldn't be something I would have forgotten, but the player did, so.
We can just chalk it up to you didn't see that he was a.
Yeah, you don't know.
That's
it's
fair.
true. You didn't know.
That's fair.
You casting it makes sense. Me screwing that up, I apologize. I was actually going to take that. Yeah, that is fantastic. Yeah. You cast. It does not do anything to him.
And the first time I was like, yeah, that one felt a little lumpy, but this time I'm like.
Yeah, this one you're like, that's odd. Okay. Maybe he's like me. It is now Shalia. Thank you for catching that. Shalia, you're up.
A2 Brutus.
Can I
I was the
possibly,
first
if I
one to
have
hit.
daggers on me, can I possibly like wiggle a dagger out and stab him in the leg?
Yes, at a disadvantage, you can do that, or you can attempt to break free.
Well, okay. I'll attempt to break free.
Now that if you do that though, you lose the action. So you can either attack him at disadvantage or try to break free. It's one or the other.
Oh man, that's hard. But either one, if I lose,
It sucks.
it sucks.
If you break free, it does give us help.
I do know that. I'm gonna try to break free.
Okay,
It's
break free.
strength?
Yep.
Athletics or there's a dex.
Yeah, you can roll a dex if you want to try and wiggle free, basically.
Which would be just.
Athletics or acrobatics, I believe.
Yeah, it's basically a dex save.
I
Though.
should know. I used to do this all the time.
It's a dex save. It's a dex save. Yes.
Let's just.
Oh, right, to break free, to hold it.
It's a 13.
13. You are unable to. He is holding you tight. Okay. Not in a happy way. Key, your turn.
So
He said he's holding you.
I said he's holding you tight, and I was like, sounds a little weird. Not in a happy way.
does he see her when the bear when Bjorn went after?
He sees where Bjorn went, so you can definitely run towards that.
I'm going to see if I find Shalea.
Okay. You run out there, you see Bjorn attacking at this thing holding on to Shalea. They seem to be very similar skin toned.
Do I have enough movement to get up to the guy?
Yeah, you should. Yeah, you should be. You should be right there.
Okay, and then I'm gonna try to dagger him.
Okay, I'm gonna try and stab him.
To make him let go.
Okay, so yeah,
Disadvantage.
disadvantage. Roll to hit.
I'm sorry if this is.
Just don't crit fail.
Did
Did you?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Well, even if that one was cocked, this one's still a 3.
Oh, jeez. Again, he just kind of is able to dodge and move away, just not able to hit. Mittens, what are you doing?
Okay. I'm gonna go at least within 30 feet.
Uh-huh.
And I look at the guy holding her, and I mark him, and he's cursed, basically.
Okay.
Next person that hits him, he has vulnerability to their damage.
So it does double.
Yeah.
Okay.
Someone hit him.
Yeah, someone actually get a blade on him. Okay.
He is marked for death.
Marked for death. All right, Fernando,
to the
your
ground.
turn.
Oh boy.
That is a cool one. It's your time.
It's not your time. It's not your time. It is your time. Sorry.
That doesn't quite count. Okay, so the scenario is it's me and Nero by the cart with Credence, and he ran over already. Yeah. He's over.
I'm on the cart.
You're on the cart.
Well, that might help.
You're on the cart.
What? No,
No, you're not on the cart. You're after the other guy did yet.
Well, I'm sort of standing by the cart, but I'm not on the cart.
But that's fine on the cart. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're on the cart.
That's just
Okay. Can I still see any of the other guys?
Yeah.
Kind of floating around in the trees?
There's more than just.
The one that's been fired at. Yes. Well, hold on. You fired at him, right, and did some
I've fired
damage.
at him multiple times.
Well, you fired at him, then he disappeared,
And then I fired at him.
and then
I cast
you saw
sleep,
him
Yeah.
and cast sleep. But that's not like the most like, oh, I can see exactly
not
where
a
it's
very
at.
blatant
Roll me a
spell.
perception.
Okay.
Although I figure you're pointing things out though to each other.
Yeah. 18.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
You can shoot to attack. Roll to attack, whatever.
Well, let's go for the shots.
Okay.
It's nickel knife.
Let's hit plus 5, 17 to hit.
17 to hit? Just hits.
No, I can't guess that. That is pretty tough. That is 10 damage.
10 damage? Okay. So you shoot him, and he's you can hear him swearing, or at least what you assume to be swears. It is now Nero's turn.
Great, so I rolled, so it's a natural 20 perception, so it's 22 perception.
Are you looking for, which one are you looking for?
I'm just looking for people.
Okay, yeah. You're fine, because at this point, you've seen where people are firing and doing stuff. No one's moved, so you're good. So you're good to attack either side.
Alright, let's go for the guy in the tree, because, let's face it, she's already surrounded by friends, so... Also, is there only 2? Because my understanding, I thought there were the 2 on each side, and then the one that's currently has her.
There's been one on either side at all times.
Sorry, Matt, would you kick that over to me?
Yep.
I shouldn't have been messing with this much.
So on that one, but the one that's grabbing her isn't one of the 2 that's currently on the sides.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so only one of them.
So the only one for that.
There's only one that's actually shooting around and killing people. The other one's killing her.
Oh.
What'd you roll? You rolled a 1.
At least it wasn't a me.
Yeah, at least it wasn't at her. That's good.
So what happens in a natural 1 with a crossbow?
A natural 1 with the crossbow. It's fine. You fire. Yeah, I was gonna say it seems like what happens here. You go and it like misfires. You didn't actually have it knocked onto the thing, so like the string just goes. Whoa, my own glasses!
Exactly like that. That's exactly what happened.
Yes. So yeah, the string just goes thunk and catches, and like the bolt hasn't moved. You're like, gosh. You're not happy about that whole situation. You just miss-knocked the thing.
Peels one of the feathers off the bolt.
Oh, that'd be horrible.
Safety's on old Betsy.
Well, once again, Nero doesn't take a turn because, let's face it, nothing happened.
Oh, jeez. All right, and yeah.
4 crits, 1 natural 1. Balances out.
Ooh, yeah. He's trying to stab at you, and he's unable to. The one that's back there. He does just pull in tight to kind of make you into a shield, though. He's making it very difficult for them to try and hit.
If only there was something you could do to negate the disadvantage.
At that point, you hear this. Enjoy the fall! As you just hear that burning hammer just crashes into the tree where the one had been. The tree, like the whole top end of that tree just falls. You see him just as he goes towards the ground.
Christmas came early this year.
I think you mean Credence.
That was a good one.
Oh, that was pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, you watch him just like the one falls and he rolls forward. Seems to be favoring a damaged arm now at this point, and kind of.
I was going to say leg, and it'd just be like Credence, who has a broken leg, broke his leg.
No,
no, he just.
Yeah, and then the hammer just returns. He has it back. He's like, "Ha ha! Now we can get you just fine."
Gets back in a tree.
Caleb, your turn.
Alright.
More than just the elves falling in the fall.
Can I see the one that's holding Shalia?
You saw where your friends ran to.
Okay. If not, I did roll a 16 for perception.
Yes. So that's fine. If you're wanting to, again, you saw where your friends are going. If you want to go there, you're fine to go that direction.
Oh, I'm not moving. I cast magic missile.
Ooh, okay.
Because it can't miss.
I know it can't miss.
It's pretty easy. All it does is just go around.
Yeah, it's true. It can't miss. So you're good. Roll your damage.
I got 15 force damage, which
15
is
force
vulnerable
damage.
to now, thanks.
Yes, I know that. So you immediately just like it hits him because again, these missiles basically did have to do like a wraparound to hit. So he just like he goes forward, completely loses hold of Shalia, and she goes rolling out and forward. He's face first on the ground, and you can see that like anything that was on his back, like the quivers and stuff, have all been blasted off. He's disarmed in that fashion, like he has nothing with him, and he's face first on the ground at this point.
So with all that force damage, I was wondering if he was going to fly over the cart.
Yeah.
Like Halo ragdoll effect.
Yeah.
To be fair, if you killed it, I'm just hoping it's
They are
not
still
gonna
back
get
in the
back.
trees. They're not actually at the cart. They're just behind the cart in the trees.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was.
I don't know how far that thing would throw him. Is more of the question.
Yeah, I know.
Especially if he's
Oh, it's a
vulnerable.
lot of damage.
It's a 30 damage magic missile, guys.
Okay.
And he's still alive.
Yeet.
One spell
Doing
slot
science
left,
and he's still alive.
Okay. Kill him.
Yeah.
He looses a bow. You're not gonna be happy with me. I did crit.
Which one?
The one that dropped, that was kind of hurting. He's able to pull up his weapon and fires off.
With his injured arm? That's impressive.
It's hurting like crap. I had to, yeah. He's not doing well.
Have you never seen a one-armed guy shoot a bow? It's actually pretty fascinating. Yeah.
No. With his feet, no. No, he does, it's not that he can't use it, it just hurt when he came up off of that thing. He's still using it. Probably hurts like a mother. But he does fire. And I freaking crit. So, yeah. Okay, so that is...
So I know what I'm doing next.
Well, at least you're not necrotic.
Oh, I know. At least it's not necrotic.
So that is 16 damage with an arrow.
Okay, shoot. I go down.
Okay.
Good day to die hard again.
Caleb freaking rocked the crap out of that stuff. Bjorn, your turn.
So the guy by Lair.
He is face first on the ground. You have advantage on him.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
I was really hoping he was dead, but
He's real
Don't
close.
kill him. That's all I want to say. Don't kill him.
Ignore her, she's obviously hysterical.
Well, you don't get what you want, do you?
Don't kill him.
16
to hit.
16 to hit misses. Oh, no.
Oh,
Yeah, it misses. You only got a 16. Freaking hey! That's not even fair.
Yeah, it's good that it was advantage. The other one was a 1.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
He misses and cuts his own leg. Puts it in his toe.
I am proud
Hit
of
something,
magic
guys.
missile, though.
That magic missile was bad, eh?
How far away is Caleb?
Caleb is about 40 feet away from you.
Killing word, I want to say is a
60-foot range. Yeah, hit Caleb.
Hey, Caleb.
Take
My healing word is
6 points of healing.
I am alive!
As Caleb was shot and dropped to his knees and was about to fall. Yeah, just a small flash of healing power takes over, and he's like, "Okay, I'm all right." You get back up. The other one, the one who got that last shot out of his arm, is just like, "Is that last day?" He doesn't look very happy.
Is he speaking Elven?
He is
Probably
speaking.
Drow.
He is speaking.
Undercommon.
Uncommon. It would be, well,
Not undercommon. Yagamoth.
Yeah.
Holy crap! Why can't I even come up with my
Yagamoth,
own words
right.
here?
Underdark.
Yeah. It is Fedial's turn.
Okay, how far away is this guy that's on the ground now?
From you.
Yeah.
You've been on the other side of the cart dealing with other stuff, so you're probably 45, 50 feet away.
Okay.
Are you talking about the guy?
Well,
who
there's
just-
two guys on the ground.
Yeah, I was about to
Well,
say.
I'm talking about the guy who just fell out of the tree.
Oh, sorry. You're 25 feet away from him.
Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna walk up to him and I'm gonna attack my rapier.
Okay.
Casually walk up to.
Yeah, pretty much.
I love the way he
Like a
fights.
little,
Just sort
It's
of.
like,
you do like a little
Dead.
dueling cane dance sort of thing with your rapier. Like it's
Like smiling disarmingly as I come to stab.
you are
him.
seriously the scariest thing ever. He just saunters
Serial
up to his enemy.
serial killer.
See ya.
Yeah,
No emotion. No.
yeah,
happiness,
American
no...
Psycho style,
That's also Nero, because Nero doesn't show any emotion
I-
either.
right?
I was about to say, I'm like,
Nero doesn't get excited. Like he doesn't get excited.
Nero doesn't do that, and DeVito also did that.
Like, Nero stays calm through everything, but
The Vito stayed angry through everything.
That's what I'm going for.
it's actually really creepy. It's fantastic.
And I got a natural one.
He saunters and trips over his own foot.
I just sort of cap myself. Nobody saw that.
I saw that.
You don't fall on your face, but you are. I have advantage on you if I am at melee on you. If I survive that long. Shalia's turn.
I dropped my brain.
You've been freed. You do have an ability to kill. Or do what you will. You don't want to kill him, I know.
I'm gonna point my rapier up at him and say, "Get up."
No, stay down.
He pushes himself up. He's just like,
Translation, please.
well, for her, yeah. My sworn oath will call for my blood if I fail. I will not let you stand. As he gets up.
Well, then either way you die.
So that's about your 6 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
So, Key.
I'm gonna run up from behind and stab him in the back.
I just jump on him.
Alright, Key.
It's not like a blinking goes through his fucking rapier.
At advantage, roll your attack.
If you jump on him hard enough, you might push him into the rapier.
18.
Okay, it's
Was one of
roll your
those a one
damage.
again? Yeah, one of those was a one again. This guy is nothing back. You know, that'd be 20.
No.
And that sneak attack because Chile is within.
Yep.
I'm sure he wasn't expecting to have a bird jump on his back.
Good lord.
11 points of damage.
11 points of damage.
Oh,
So, Key just... Key! He stabs it. Are you going for lethal damage on this?
No, kind of just in the shoulder to kind of weaken his sword arm.
Okay, so you jump on his back and just stab him, or are you, like, stabbing him in the back shoulder blade?
I mean, kind of stab him in the back shoulder blade, but not like to.
No puncturing lungs.
Not to kill.
Not to kill, but to maim.
Right. So you stab up in his back and he goes, "Ugh!" And he actually does run into the rapier. As he runs into the rapier, it doesn't kill him. But
Yes.
But if you wanted to.
he's like, he pulls out a necklace that you see glowing in his hand and just tears it off. Just kind of as a free action, leaving it on the ground. You have knowledge. This is really dangerous, and you need to run away now.
So he just activated the predator bomb.
Thermal detonator.
I pass on said message to anyone near me.
Run! Run!
Okay, Mittens' turn.
I run.
Mittens runs
She said run.
as far away. Fernando,
No idea that?
you are on the other side, right? You were shooting at the guy up in the tree.
Hear the run then I was planning
If
next
I
move.
pass him
I was
when I'm
planning
running,
next
I
move.
say run.
Essentially,
Run!
Rather than walking up to said other guy on the ground, I was planning at charging him with the rapier. So I probably already.
Okay, run at him with a rapier. Okay. Are you gonna attack him?
Oh, it's
Make-
my turn actually.
Yeah, it is actually your turn.
Anybody I pass, I'm saying run. What she said.
Run.
That's what I'm saying.
What she said? What she said? What she said?
She said run.
Huh?
What he said.
What he said?
She said not he.
Multiple people.
Roll the hit.
Okay. Ooh, 16 to hit plus 5. That's 21.
Yeah, that hits.
Rapier. Where's my big D8? There it is. 4 plus 7, 11 damage.
11 damage. You run right at him. Just you just rip his throat wide open. Well, I guess it's piercing. You stab through him, and he just falls onto the blade as you drop him down.
I was about to drop something else. So.
No, you don't have to. He's gone.
I was going to do that.
Nero's turn.
Nero.
Nero.
Of course you were.
Why?
Long story.
I don't know. I just saw the look on her face, and she said run, so I ran.
I'm gonna walk over to the horse and can mount him for only 5 feet of movement.
Yeah, where were you at before?
I had it moved from the back of the cart.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it's about 15 feet of movement then.
Yeah, so 15 feet of movement to get there, 5 feet of movement to get on the horse.
No, 15 with the horse. It's about 10 feet to get to the horse, 5 to get on.
And then I'm gonna get the horse going.
Okay, so you pull the cart along, and Credence is like, "Wait a minute! I wanted to kill them too."
She said run, I'm running, I don't...
Fine, I'll make the throw.
It's going to be a daring throw because you have Shaleya.
I know.
Key.
I know. I
He-
know.
He's like actively stabbing him in the shoulder right now, like. You just get the head wig thing with the.
Not sure if I can make the right shot though with this situation.
Headshot.
Boom, headshot. All right,
And the
that
one and
is
only time Cavalier has come through for me.
yeah. That was Nero. Calum.
So the guy that's been shooting at us is dead now.
Yep.
The guy.
The cart is just barely swinging, like zipping right by you. You were.
I've been standing on the cart the entire time.
Oh, you were on the cart. Okay, make me a dex save.
Luckily, Blade Song is active, so I have advantage.
That's good.
Well, there's one other guy up in the tree still. Huh?
Nope.
No. I asked that too, there was only the two. You were
Oh,
just touched two. You were just bouncing around.
That is a 20.
Okay, you're able to hold. Sorry, on the cart without falling, and
What about the tied up guy?
the tied up guy is just in the cart bouncing around. At this point, he's probably like freaking out.
You're awake now. Good morning.
Welcome
At this point, guys, those near that necklace, you're watching it like pulsing
Can I see
light.
that? Can I see you do that at all?
If you're looking back that direction,
Yeah.
you can probably see some sort of a light emitting, but
Any tracer mains out there?
Yeah, you're not about to do what I think you're about
I'm about to do what you think.
It's not gonna work, number one. Number two, I don't know why I'm talking.
go for it. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna cast Magic Missile on the amulet.
Oh, he did do what I thought he was gonna do. Okay.
Okay.
What do you think he was gonna do?
I thought somehow he had counterspell.
No. That's third level spell.
I know, but I don't know what level to get third.
Yeah, you gotta know. I can't not take counterspell.
No, you can not take counterspell. That's a full option. You have.
Punctuation.
Okay.
You'll have to find it to take it.
Oh, do you take counterspell?
Yes.
Darn, okay.
Just like any other spell. I want you to find them to take them.
Well, I take them. I get them. I get 2 every time I level up.
I know.
14 force damage on the amulet.
Okay. So the magic missiles come in,
They hit it. Oh, okay.
And instead of having a chance
Sorry,
to
guys.
run, it instantly goes off.
Bjorn, Shalia, Key.
Not me, I ran.
I need all of you guys to make.
I'm sorry, I was trying to break it so it wouldn't blow up.
I was trying to break it so it wouldn't blow up.
So you broke it. So
It's
it blew
magic. So I was like, if I break it,
You break it instead of the spell happening.
yeah.
I understand what you're saying.
Did not break though.
I need all of you guys to make Constitution saves.
You are the worst bomb disposal robot ever.
Well, you see, I mainly light stuff on fire, not trying to keep it from doing that.
You cut the
You haven't
wrong
been-
Fire
sir.
is the ground.
wire.
Besides, freaking, it can't be that big. I'm gonna ignore the fact that Matt's currently looking at me.
And smiling!
Okay.
Hopefully I just didn't make
I
it
rolled a
worse.
12.
12? Okay. 5. Oh, Shalia. Bjorn,
You were right next
15.
to it, so it makes sense.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
guys.
Um,
Gonna wait for us to run.
I was trying to save you.
Key and Shalia both take 18
I'm down.
force
Ow.
damage,
I'm down, dude.
and Bjorn takes 9.
I also go down.
Oh!
You just killed 3 party
Okay.
members.
I just like.
Had you not blown it up, it would have lasted for 3 more turns, allowing Bjorn and Shalia to at least get away.
And keys.
You made it worse.
That is the worst, like, freaking.
Did I end up forcing it to do more damage?
No, it would have done the
Okay.
same amount of damage. You just had made it before. You just made it happen. So it. Yeah, technically, you did do more damage. It did 36 more damage than it probably would have.
Wait, so how big is this blast radius?
It was. You guys weren't in the radius.
Right.
Yeah, it was
Wait,
like about a
right.
20 to 30 foot
Where was
radius.
that?
That
Where
other
were
guy
you?
with us also died.
Where's
Huh?
Marion?
He was already dead.
He was
Well, he was
I'm
as
over
close to
the
not
woods.
dead as possible, but as he dropped
They're
the
over here,
necklace,
I'm over here.
that thing blew him to pieces.
Yeah,
He's
we're
dead.
trying- guys, we're working on trying to control my anger. It's like, you killed 3 innocent people!
You heard it. The part that we're.
Imagine
Moving.
back to
I know.
Caleb,
Our
like,
Father who art in heaven.
I look right at him like,
Okay, I want to point several things out. You're on a cart with me going the opposite direction. We probably can't see him at this point.
like, even if you did, I would just sort of go like,
no, that makes it even better. By the time he looks back at me, we are gone.
No, you're not that far gone. But
I'm so
yeah,
glad
he
I
would have
actually
been
had
like,
more HP than I did.
Huh?
If I had only 1 HP, that thing would have killed me because my max HP is 17.
Oh no! It has to do.
No,
No, it has to match.
So if I was at 1 and it did 18, I would do 0 to negative 17.
No, it has to do double your max hit
Nope.
points.
It
You
has
have
to
to,
match.
you have to do.
It
Match.
has to do negative your max hit points.
Yeah.
So it has to take me
Oh,
down to 0.
yeah.
To one shot you, it's
Right.
double your max.
Yeah. But luckily I had more than 1 HP. It was like that thing. I was like,
Holy crap!
I'm a squishy.
Yeah, I know you're squishy.
yeah, you've got more.
Which is why I wanted to give as much time as I could for people to get away. I gave
so
it.
the ones that I did spare the dying on, it does 18.
14.
It heals for 18.
Y'all are still in armor.
Really?
Because when I spare the dying,
Technically, you have to
I can
roll
heal
better
for
with
max.
that,
One person at a time, guys.
everybody else gets 12.
Those who had spare the dying on them, those 3 of you, you got maxed healed, so your 18 hit points is for her healing.
Yay,
Anyone
that's
else who was around there
got 12.
got 12.
I got max.
I'm gonna smack him.
On a cart going towards town.
Bye.
Yeah, they're not there.
I know, but when I get to a location
Dash.
where I can. I'm hitting him.
Yeah, you would hear Credence be like, hold on. You can't just go running away from all the booms.
You're the boss. I was told to run from apparently an explosion.
He turns, he's like, Caleb, don't be a coward.
Take the smack.
I almost did the same thing. And it would have been way worse.
TPK by our own party. Good old Credence. It would have been way worse.
Her dashing plus her other movement versus a horse dashing. Melee with a cart probably cooks that in half.
She gets 2 dashes because of her.
Green saying it makes me feel a lot better.
It would have been a lot worse.
I love Credence.
Rogues, if they want to move, we can move.
Yeah. So you stop the cart.
If you asked me to.
He did.
Alright,
So.
yeah, the cart stopped.
We got to go back and get our people. There's probably lots going to be hurt from all that.
It's gonna take like a minute to get this all turned around.
That's fine. Get to moving.
Alright.
So you guys get yourselves turned around and start going back as the party is doing their thing. It takes how long for your prayer of healing?
10 minutes.
Yeah, so they would have been back in time for the prayer of healing for sure.
So I'm at max HP now.
So the cart is back. She gets up, immediately sees you, comes over and slaps you in the face. Nice and hard.
Yes.
There's that.
Nope,
Credence.
that one I deserved.
That's what I deserved. Yeah. How are you guys doing? What are you gonna say? You guys have anything to say? Do?
Don't freaking cast a spell on something you don't know what it's gonna do.
The intent was to keep it from doing whatever it was going to do by breaking it.
In Caleb's defense, it was incredibly
You shut up.
Also, in my defense, Credence said he was about to do the exact same thing.
Well, yeah, but I wasn't gonna hit anything magical. I was planning on taking out the Yagamot that was sitting there holding on to people. But then you all stood in the way, so I wasn't gonna do that. That's stupid.
Oh, see? He's smart. Where's your brain?
But had I done it, it would have been way worse.
This just keeps getting better.
My brains are in the spell that freed you from his grasp.
I'm thankful for that. But then you shot the freaking amulet and almost killed me.
That was not my best plan, I will admit.
Well, we're all okay, it looks like. Thank you, Meetings. Really, honestly, I don't know where we'd be if we didn't have you.
Dead.
Yeah.
Captured by pirates.
6 feet under.
Dead, yeah.
Probably.
That sounds about right.
That sounds about right.
Would have been dead. We would have been dead.
So, are we going back to town now?
Might as well.
Alright.
I don't know. I think we might
Do
need
we want
to
to
rest.
Yeah,
go
you
into
probably
town?
should rest.
You want to rest?
Maybe just like
Out
an
in the
hour.
open where all these things have been coming to
Yeah.
get us. We've only got about a half a day's ride.
I checked the bodies of the assassins to see if they had any like orders or anything useful on them.
Okay. Investigation.
The body that-
Investigation check on the body that's usable, that's like salvageable.
Oh, yeah, the other one's kind of gone, huh?
Yeah.
You know the discussion about fine pink mists? Yeah.
More of a gray mist.
It wasn't even a miss, it kind of just was.
Probably wasn't that bad, but yeah, it's a mess. Anyway, so yeah, the salvageable body is there. Would you roll an investigation?
I'm going to join him.
Roll advantage.
Me rolling advantage?
Yeah, because I'm helping.
18 plus investigation 0, just 18.
18. All right, yeah, you find on him a quiver that still has 30 arrows in it. A very nice made bow that seems to have a slight crack in it. Now it seems damaged. It could possibly be fixed.
Probably from Credence's hammer.
Probably from falling. Yeah. Yeah. He has a short sword on him and a pouch of about 10 gold.
I'm going to that. Sorry, man. I need that.
He also has a poisoner's kit.
Unique.
And there are orders that are in there.
I also got the arrows.
But it's just a small paper, like written in a tongue you don't know.
Nonetheless, pocket that for.
Okay.
Luckily, you know someone who's demonstrated their ability to comprehend languages.
Also, he is wearing some pretty decent armor. He's wearing scale mail.
Ooh. Is this
Wonder how they were so
made out of
stealthy then.
actual scales?
It's metal scales.
And so I'm gonna take the arrows and
Scale
the
mail.
poisoner's kit.
Medium.
Is it heavy?
Pretty sure it's medium.
It's medium.
But it doesn't have the stealth.
I thought it was heavy.
No,
Scale?
scale is.
Scale mail is medium.
Oh, okay.
Do
I
you
keep
get
getting that
disadvantage?
wrong.
Does it say disadvantage?
Scale mail? Yes. So they had disadvantage still.
Yeah, disadvantage on stealth because of that.
So I knew the one that held me.
They
I would.
would.
Go over to see if I knew
But they're
that one.
That one's not.
I would
there
highly recommend identifying that scale mail.
I'm gonna hand her the arrows and the poisoner kit.
Okay.
You scale shirt, yeah.
Yeah.
So that would go in.
Yeah.
Oh yes, give the Yagamon the poisoner's kit. That's never gone badly in the history of ever.
No.
Not
ever.
The poisoner kit that the Yagamoth already had was turned into another Yagamoth.
I mean, granted, but
You also assume she doesn't already have her.
I was gonna say she would be more familiar with Yagamoth poisons. So.
that's true.
But also not that she's an assassin, she's proficient.
Yeah, it's her whole thing.
I still don't trust her entirely.
Oh, I totally understood. So, yeah, you guys get that off of him.
I'm sorry for blowing you up. I'll gladly tell you how to use that knife of yours. The new magic.
The magic one?
Yeah, that one.
The fancy blingy one?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of hold up my cape.
Really need to take a close look at that.
And then I hold it close to me.
He doesn't trust you, remember?
So yeah, the dagger. Are you guys camping or are you guys making your way to town?
I have no spells left.
Really smart for us.
Make
Low on spells,
If
but
it's
I
half a
still have
day.
spells.
So yeah, half a
Can I
day.
rest in the cart?
Yes, you can.
No.
I'm gonna petition in writing in my book to go back to town.
Okay.
I'm gonna rest in the cot too if you guys will let me.
Yeah.
I mean, it might be good.
It just might be
Overall,
safer in the town than out.
With the
in
healing you managed to
Extra.
drop on me, I'm actually doing okay.
I'm at max.
Yeah, I'm max.
Yeah, I'm
Plus
actually
only
okay.
which spent
I'm
one
pretty-
superiority.
I'm
die.
pretty
I'm
good.
at max too, but
Okay.
I want to stay at max.
And I
So
still
maybe
have
I'm
all
not
the fighter abilities.
Okay.
that I
So the
can
few of you who are trying to make sure that you're ready with your spells, take a rest. The rest of you kind of just make your way around the cart, going forward.
And somehow I just became a freaking designated driver.
Okay.
You're the Cavaliers.
It's true.
That's pretty much your entire class description.
Designated driver. No more steamers for you. Ever again.
Oh, good.
Unless he's with Shellington. Then he's more little.
Then Shellington's the driver.
The horse knows where it's going.
Yeah. The Shellington knows where the crap he's going.
Shellington just knows his crap in general.
Anyways, so you guys actually do make it back to town with no other massive hindrances, just some rough road here and there. When you make it back to town, you have the full cart loaded down.
Plus a Minotaur head.
Yeah, the guards are like, ugh.
Also a tied up guard.
Yeah.
Also, that guard woke up. Yeah.
Yeah,
while
he's
ago.
just been like, what is, and you guys have probably talked to him and calmed him down at this point, and he's just like, you can see he's almost hyperventilating as he gets back to town because he knows what's coming for him.
So there's a conversation I wanted to have with him along the way.
Okay.
Which is essentially, I wanted to ask him about it. It's like, so, why did you try to kill yourself? Exactly.
It is better to die an honorable death than what will happen when I return to town.
Interesting. In my culture, with my people, it is better to live to try to obtain honor than to die not having it.
It's a difference in cultures.
So, if you want my opinion, then I think that you should try to continue living, so that one day you might actually live in such a way that you will be remembered with honor.
You do not understand.
Perhaps not.
Neither of you understand. You're humans. No one will remember you either.
He just kind of looks at you like,
Cállate, duende. Duende is the
I know it is. I know.
Is this the same guard that had the custom sword? That is, you were the ones that had those stairs. Okay.
Yeah. So you guys make it back to town. Are you just letting him deal with the crap that he's gonna bring on himself? No? What are you gonna do?
I've got some fun things planned.
What are you doing?
So,
If you can't sleep again.
no, I'm not just asleep. Why would I do that?
You could roll really low and probably make it work. He's not very good on health.
I'm not gonna put him to sleep.
He's gonna put the rest of the town to sleep.
Yeah, with the stories.
Ooh. All right.
On the bard.
Wow. No love for me. Holy
No.
cow. It's okay. I don't care.
Okay.
So I assume we've drawn quite a crowd, considering we've come back in.
Yeah, guards have there's one that's run to the mayor's place,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then as you come into town, a lot of people are like, "Oh my gosh, the cart's returned!" People are seeing the bloody Minotaur head, and kids are running alongside, like, "Oh my gosh, look at that!" All that kind of stuff. Yeah.
So is there? Let's see. Let me see here. Can I borrow your lens for a second?
No.
You're quite disagreeable at times. I'm looking for something I can display the Minotaur head on.
I hand him the great sword.
Okay.
That will work.
Okay.
Or just hold it by the horns, the built-in handles it has.
Well, then it's upside down.
No, if the horns are on the top of the head, then you hold it like that. The face is pointing that way.
Yeah, you just hold it like this. You don't have to flip it upside down and hold it like this.
Depends on how high I pretend to hold it.
I guess so. Yes.
I'm trying to make sure everybody can see it, basically.
You're standing
Okay.
on a cart, probably.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Anyway,
Anyway,
you display the head.
I display a head and I just sort of call out over the people. The beast is dead, and thanks in large part to the honor of the men who came and fought with us. Unfortunately, they were so disgusted by the acts they had to do under this town's mayor, they chose to take their own lives rather than deal with the shame of it. And I put the head down and I start pulling out the letter that the guy wrote, and I'm just gonna read it in front of the whole town.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay.
And
So roll initiative for shots fired from guards.
No.
So
While
if we're
this
in-
is going on, I'm gonna sneak off.
Roll your stealth for any noticing.
I was gonna say if we're in town and the cart stops,
No one's watching her currently.
So I'm still
That'd be
kind of
a
on
20.
guard now.
That's true.
22.
Yeah, I'm guessing you're not gonna catch her.
Yeah, no.
Yes?
So if we're kind of stopped in town already, Nero would just hop off and walk towards Shellington. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care.
You don't
about
care
this
about what's going
situation,
on.
I don't care about you guys.
Okay.
I'm going to Shellington.
I only got a 21.
Darn. Okay, so yeah, you made your way off, disappeared wherever you went. As you're doing this, you see the crowding around the mayor's, around the city building where the mayor would be. The municipal building, I guess that's the right word. people who are now like crowding to the door to get in.
Yeah, I'm trying to drum up
Guards who
too,
are
like-
guards who are holding them back and everything. When finally someone opens the door from the inside, and they just simply announce that the mayor is dead.
And that was quick.
Very well.
They say that he took his own life.
And you know, and I'm like,
Job done.
You have now made a wonderful revolution, and we will deal with that next time we come back. Prepare what you guys are going to do for the next time around. Think about what's going to happen. I will deal with your Shellington stuff and everything when we get back. I hope you guys had a good night.
Yeah.
We will be back next week on Tuesday. Those of you who've been watching, follow us here on Mixer with Studio Nathan, on YouTube at Studio Nathan as well. Come find us on Facebook at Forgotten World Adventures. We are actually going to be starting an online game there as well. If you want to follow an online game that's more text-based, it'll be fun.
And if you want to ask questions about the world, talk to us, or just talk to fellow people, there's the Discord channel as well.
Yes, we also have the Discord.
Which most of us are a part of, so if you have any questions, you can go there and